Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind Your Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind Your Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Happy Friday. Glad to have you guys back in here once again on the channel tonight as we have a Game 7 type environment. This is a play-in game matchup. The winner of this game will face the Detroit Pistons in the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Loser of this game gets sent home without advancing to the NBA playoffs. Charlotte coming off a 1-point victory in overtime over the Heat on Tuesday, and Orlando is coming off the loss against Philadelphia on Wednesday. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe tonight. This game's taking place out in the Kia Center in Orlando, Florida. Charlotte comes in a 3.5-point favorite on the spread. Both of these teams 45-38 overall records this season. Charlotte's 23-18 on the road, and coming off a thrilling win for them. A 4-second game left to go in the matchup. LaMelo Ball with 4 seconds left scored a game-winning layup, and then Davion Mitchell got rejected by the Hornets defense right at the buzzer, trying to score a layup at the buzzer as Charlotte squeaked out the win in overtime over Miami, 127-126. And Kobe White was huge in that game. He had a corner three with 10 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Saved his team, forced overtime, and then Charlotte able to take the game by 1 in overtime. It was a roller coaster of a game. Charlotte led by 5 points with 25 seconds left. Tyler Hero got fouled on the 3, made all 3 shots on the free throw line. Next possession, Miami steals the ball in the backcourt of Charlotte. Miami scores on a 3 to take the lead, 125, and then Charlotte races up the floor. They burn their timeout, advance it to the front court. LaMelo got the inbound, turned the corner, and drove right past the defense, scored a game-winning layup with 4 seconds left to go. Just insane with these finishes so far in these playing rounds. What's good, Warren? Glad to have you back in. Seagull, thanks for joining in. Yes, I got Peacock, so I'm all set with Peacock. I saw Peacock's involved. NBC Sports or NBCSN is also involved, so none of the regional networks have any of the games, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. Some games on NBC exclusively, some games are on just Peacock exclusively, some of them are Peacock/NBCSN. Yeah, this whole playoffs this year with a whole new media rights deal, it's just all over the place. What's now the new schedule for these playoff games? Yeah, I just invested in Amazon Prime just the other day. If I didn't do that, I wouldn't have been able to stream the last Hornets game against the Heat. But yeah, big time tonight here as the winner continues in the playoffs. Loser eliminated from the playoffs. Winner of this game will take on the Pistons. Orlando, they've just been a roller coaster this year for them. Up and down, up and down. They were a top 4 team coming into the preseason, and it just looks like they just don't want to be here anymore for the Magic. They've been super streaky. They went on a 7-game winning streak from March 3rd to March 14th, only to follow that up with a 6-game losing streak from March 16th to March 24th. And then they had a 5-game winning streak going in to their regular season finale against the Celtics. The Celtics sat their top 9 guys in that game, and the Magic starters lost to the Celtics G League team in the regular season finale. And then the last game, they were in it all throughout against Philadelphia, and they lost by 12, 109-97. That score does not indicate how close it was, just the inability to make shots again this year for Orlando. It's just hurting them. Desmond Bane last game carried the team. He had 30-plus points in the last game. It's just been a disappointing season for Paulo Banchero. Low percentage for him. I saw a statistic that he is the worst shooter in the entire NBA off the mid-range, around like 15 feet out for Banchero this season. So it has been a struggle. This guy trying to get back on track tonight. The graphic has him up on the screen for Charlotte. Con Knipple, he got benched in the fourth quarter. Scored just 6 points in 34 minutes. And went 0 for 6 from 3, 2 for 12 from the floor in the loss. Hey, what's good? Big Al on the stream. Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. He's got Paulo tonight, over 4.5 rebounds. LaMelo over 19.5 tonight. Best of luck for you, bud. Siegel wearing his Larry Bird jersey. Looks like, yeah, Siegel must have been pumped up after the Heat got eliminated. And we'll be tipping off around 7:40. So around 13 minutes from now, this game will tip off. And, yeah, Charlotte's looked really good second half of the year. 33-16, a record for the Hornets since the start of the new year. They're 28-12 in the last 40 games. Orlando, just 4 games above 500 since the start of the new year. 26-22, and they're also 4 games above 500 in the last 40 games. They're 22-18. And this Magic team lost to Philly by 12 at Philly without Joel Embiid. That one's just another hurtful loss for them. It looked like they had turned the corner with that 5-game winning streak, and then they drop a game that was must-win for them against the Celtics G League team. And all of a sudden, Orlando, right now, all the pressure's on the Magic to get back to the playoffs. And this young Charlotte Hornets squad, they got 1 game under their belt, beat the Heat, and now riding all that momentum with a game winner by LaMelo. That's, I think, going into this game, Charlotte's looking pretty good in this matchup. Charlotte is 3-1 against the Magic in the regular season, and Charlotte's won the previous 3 straight games against Orlando. These games were not even close, where Charlotte is one of the top, they are the top perimeter shooting team in 3-point makes per game this season. They're averaging above 16 made threes per game. The inability to make a 3 for Orlando, bottom pack team in 3-point shooting at 27% in the league, I think that's going to be telling tonight in this matchup. This Magic team struggles with shooting efficiency, and they're going to have to rely their defense to create stops to keep them into this game. And I'm not sure if they're still shooting the ball like they've been shooting the ball like they did the last game, a low-efficiency game. They shot 7 for 27 from 3. If they've been shooting the ball like they've been throughout the course of the season, there's no way that they're going to make it past Charlotte tonight. Because looking at the season series, this just looks like a bad game on paper for the Magic. This Charlotte team can score in bunches for them. And if everybody's on point from 3, then watch out. Charlotte, 3-1 in the regular season. They lost the first game of the opening week on October 30th. Magic took game 1, 123-107. That's when the Hornets were figuring things out. They started off at 11-22. Now 45-38 for them. Gigantic turnaround, half number 2 of the season. But Charlotte just crushing the Magic in 3 straight games. 120-105 the day after Christmas. 124-97 on January 22nd. Most recent matchup, Charlotte put up 130 in a 130-111 victory on March 19th. LD in the stream, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Playoff Top's different. Yeah, Playoff Top's, hopefully, he'll be back on one of these streams coming up very soon for Playoff Tops. So if you guys didn't know, I am traveling. I am away tomorrow for vacation. I'm going to take my streaming equipment up. So I'm probably going to cover 1 game. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get to the Celtics game on Sunday to stream that one because we're out. We're doing stuff around 1 in the afternoon and throughout the course of the afternoon out in Connecticut. So we're on the road during that time, but probably when I get settled in the hotel, I'm thinking probably tomorrow. I'm probably going to do Rockets against Lakers if I get like a good connection over at the hotel. Not sure about Sunday. The game times are odd on Sunday. I don't know when we're going to get to the hotel on Sunday because I saw there's like a 6:30 and a 9. The 9's kind of late to stream since I'm like at a hotel with my family. We might still be doing stuff around 6:30 on Sunday, depending. Yeah, Charlotte, all they have to do in this this matchup, if they rely on what's been working for them throughout the course of the season, rebounding, scoring, creating stops, pretty good balance between their offense and defense. Number 5 in offensive rating, number 12 in defensive rating, whereas Orlando is more defensive focus than offensive focus. Number 11 in defensive rating. Their offense dips down to 19 in the NBA in offensive rating for them, and just been a struggle for them with their efficiency. If Charlotte comes in, if they take care of the basketball, they're in good hands tonight. That's been their Achilles heel this year. They're like back 5 in the NBA in turnovers per game. 13-12 record for the Magic when Desmond Bane, Franz Wagner, Paulo Banchero all play together. So they're hovering above 500. They've just been an up and down roller coaster for them this season, just all over the map for Orlando. And they had so much expectations coming into the season for them because they acquired Desmond Bane from the Grizzlies, and he showed up in the last game, dropped down 34, but the rest of his teammates did not show up. Rough game out of the other 4 starters. They combined to shoot 14 for 49 from the floor, 28.5%. That's it. Yeah, Paulo Banchero having a tough time for him, knocking down shots. I thought he would take like a huge jump up this season for Banchero. Like he's barely the top scorer of the team. It's around 22 points per game on what should be expected out of him, 25 plus for Banchero. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, inching closer to tip off here between the Magic and the Sixers. Or Magic and the Hornets. They just had the Magic Sixers from Wednesday. Sixers taking on the Celtics. Sixers beat the Magic, so it's Sixers Celtics. I saw something. Sixers haven't beat the Celtics since 1982. And I don't believe Joel Embiid's playing in that series. Yeah, I'm not too worried. I honestly like the matchup better with the Celtics to play the Sixers than Orlando. I think Philadelphia is going to be able to push the Celtics a little bit more, but they're not as physical as Orlando. So I like that in the long run because Philadelphia is going to be able to keep in the game because they'll be able to score the basketball with Maxey and Edgecombe and Paul George. It's just they're not going to do what the Magic did last year and injure guys and try to make it a wrestling match because this Magic team is just all basically hangs their hat on the defensive side of the floor and physicality, and whereas Philadelphia is more of a just like a scoring based type of team for them. CJ, welcome in. Like in the Hornets, yep, I've got that too. I do, in my opinion, like the Hornets in this matchup. They've been playing really well together recently. This Magic team's just been all over the place for them. Like, there's times that they think that they could flip the switch together, and then there's times that they have these just terrible losses and strings of losses. They are streaky. They go on winning streaks, and then they go on losing streaks, and this looks like the Hornets coming into this game caught the Magic. We'll see if it does happen tonight. Most likely on a losing streak if they do close out 3 in a row that they've lost to end their season. Liking Golden State over Phoenix. Wow. Yeah, I was kind of shocked by Phoenix dropping that game to Portland. Yeah, I do like the Rockets in that series for the Lakers. Lakers struggling with injuries for them. Wrong time possible. Like, Charlotte's coming off a 1-point win, and LaMelo dropped down 30, and he struggled to shoot the ball from 3. Went just 2 for 16 from 3. Just attacking the rim, getting downhill to the rim. And if the Magic fail to stop LaMelo like they did against Tyrese Maxey on Wednesday, could be a tough night because I don't know if they're going to be able to keep up with the offense of Charlotte that they're going to display in this game. Hey, what's good? Randy, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, bud. Yeah, that's kind of odd that... Oh, Yeah, Mo Wagner didn't get any minutes for him. Yeah, it could have been useful too. So he had been getting minutes up and to the end of the season for him. Yeah, usually when they get into like the playoffs, playing games, usually the depth rotation starts to shorten. Goes from like 10, 11 guys down to like 7 or 8. Looks like they play 9 guys off the bench in the last game for the Magic. Hey, what's good? Watching in from South Africa. Thanks for joining in. Glad to have you on this channel. Got some good international reach out here. Yeah, I was looking at the analytics the other day and got a bunch of different type of countries poured in. Hit us up in the chat where you guys are from. Brazil out in the stream for Arthur, a big Hornets fan out there from Brazil. Glad to have you on, bud. Best of luck for Big Al taking Draymond Green tonight over 4.5 assists. Nice day out in OKC. Welcome back in, Michael, in the stream. Yeah, glad to hear, man. Yeah, it was really warm last couple of days. It was like 75, 80 degrees last 3 days where I was. And then, yeah, it's going to be chilly coming up. I think tomorrow's going to be like 55. It's going to be a wash on Sunday. Yeah, I'm on vacation this weekend. My sister's performing out in Western Mass for her barbershop chorus. And it's a holiday weekend in the state of Massachusetts called Patriots Day on Monday. So we're in Western Mass for the competition on Saturday, and then we're traveling to Connecticut on Sunday and Monday. And it's supposed to be downpouring rain, 50 degrees on Sunday, and then it's supposed to be 45 degrees for a high on Monday, which is the Boston Marathon Day, Patriots Day. With the Boston Marathon Day. Jalen Suggs, Desmond Bain, Franz Wagner, Paulo Banchero, Wendell Carter Jr., the starting 5 for Orlando. LaMelo Ball, Con Knipple, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, Musa Diabate, the starting 5 for Charlotte. If you're doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. About to tip off here in just a moment. Hit us up in the chat who you guys got to win here tonight. Winner of this game will face the Pistons, the 1 seed in the East. Whoever wins this game will become the 8 seed in the Eastern Conference. It will face Detroit. That series will start on Sunday. Orlando coming off a 12-point loss at Philly, 109-97. That was on Wednesday. Extra day of rest for Charlotte as they won in a nail-biter in overtime. Kobe White splashed down the game-tying 3 in the fourth quarter with 10 seconds left to go to force overtime. And then LaMelo Ball, game-winning layup, 4 seconds remaining. And then there was a block from behind denying Davion Mitchell the Heat off the backboard at the buzzer. Magic on their home court tonight out in the Kia Center in Orlando. They get the blue jerseys, white numbers, white letters for this matchup for Orlando. And Charlotte will go with the white jerseys, teal numbers, teal letters tonight for tonight's play-in round as it will conclude tonight. Right to left on the floor for the Magic, left to right for the Hornets as we are underway. And the Magic control the opening tip. First possession, Jalen Suggs at the wing. Sends it on top into the hands to Banchero. Outside of Jalen Suggs, and a turnover off the opening possession, charged to Orlando. That's a rough start right there for the Magic, that they turned it over in the opening possession of action. First possession of the night for Charlotte going left to right in the floor. That first possession could be really telling of the case that happens tonight in this matchup. LaMelo at the wing, slides it on top to Knipple, looking to bounce back to 6 points in 34 minutes. And the 1-point win over the Heat. LaMelo on top, guarded by Carter Jr. straight away. Drives on Wendell, crossover, step back deep two, and no good off the rim. Tipped off the mark by Diabate. And a loose ball foul charged from the Magic. This Magic team, they foul a ton. Back 5 of the NBA in personal fouls committed per game. They also get to the free throw line more than any team in the NBA. They left 7 free throws off the board in the last game. Those were critical in their loss. So Charlotte gets the inbound. Diabate around the wing of the perimeter. Hand off to LaMelo towards his left. Illegal screen. Offensive foul. Turnover charge to Charlotte. It's on Miles Bridges. Picks up the offensive foul. Yeah, just rams his body right into Jalen Suggs trying to set that pick. Second possession of the night. Magic with it. Top of the key at Banchero. Hand off. Bane over to the elbow. Paulo. Jab step. Dribbles up inside the key off the jump stop. Mid-range. Got it. That's been a spot that he's been struggling with for Paulo. Right in front of the free throw circle. Able to connect on it. Opening minute of action. Con Knipple comes off the screen. Floats it out into the hands to Miller. Accelerates. As he moves it on top, Bridges tees up the 3 straight away, skidded off the rim short. Battle for the rebounds, and broke it up out of bounds. Last off, the Magic. It's going to stay Charlotte ball. Heads up play there by Musa Diabate as he tipped it off a Magic player at the baseline and out. Alan, what's good? Welcome back in here, bud. First minute of action. Drew, if you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Underneath their hoop, LaMelo inbound, down low, and they shove it down with a 2-handed flush. That is Miles Bridges right at the rim, cutting, uncontested, scoring the 2-hand slam. Franz Wagner outside finds Bane, rise and fire on a 3, skipped around the rim and out to rebound secured by Diabate for Charlotte. Charlotte top 5 in the NBA in rebounds per game, defensive and offense alongside total rebounds. Missed off the top of the glass by Knipple. Goes right back over to Desmond Bane and Orlando. Races up the floor. Bane blocked from behind. And a goaltend violation charged to Charlotte. So they award a 2 for Desmond Bane. Nice change of speeds there. Able to attack on Diabate. Got right past Diabate to the cup who picked up the goaltend violation. Hornets with possession. Brandon Miller at the wing of the perimeter. Dribbles up. Straightaway 3. Got it. Nails the triple from downtown by Miller. 1-point lead now for the Hornets. Winner of this game will face the Detroit Pistons in round 1. The Eastern Conference playoffs. Banchero hangs up in the air, attacking and scoring up and in off the glass. 6-5. Magic up by 1. Hornets with possession. LaMelo lobs it off to Bridges as he pivots at the low block. Outside finds Miller. Miller drives, gets past Franz Wagner off the double team. Shovel pass underneath finds Diabate. A race to the rim by Banchero. Huge rejection by Paulo. Going in the Magic's direction. Jalen Suggs. Crossover jumper. 15-footer. Connects on it. It is good for 2. Magic with a 3-point lead. Entertaining start right out of the gate in this game. Orlando started to make shots early on. That's a great sign for them. They're 4 for 5 from the floor. Hornets just 2 for 8, breaking the 3 off the back heel by Bridges. Suggs finds Franz Wagner, bouncing bodies, drives on. Miller scores the deuce. Magic went to the playoffs last year. They got their core back, plus they got Desmond Bane from the Grizzlies. Orlando trying to prove that they belong in the playoffs once again, and right now out to a tremendous start to begin this game on their home floor. 10-5. First timeout taken in the court by Charlotte as we head to the timeout. Wow, what a start right now for the Magic. This Magic team been all over the map this season. Some great games, some unfortunate games. And right now they are playing an excellent game to begin tonight. Score is 10-5. That's what it is on the scoreboard. That's what it is on the ESPN box. My score, unfortunately, here on the scoreboard says otherwise, but it should hopefully update soon. Hopefully after this timeout, but it is 10-5 currently, so Charlotte does have 5 on the scoreboard. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. We're just getting started tonight. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win here. Type it in, Hornets or Magic, and make sure to vote in the poll as well. Who you guys like? Right now, Hornets dominating the poll 75-25. Yeah, really good start by the Magic. Balanced. 4 points by Paulo Banchero, 2 each by Franz Wagner and Desmond Bane. Jalen Suggs with 2. Wow, Alyssa going Magic by 30 tonight. D large. Liking the Hornets to buzz tonight in this matchup. Make some noise. Magic for Paulo here for third gen. Yeah, big time numbers right now in this stream. Must be the night before the playoffs where these games are popping. Game 7 environment tonight. Winner will face the Pistons in round 1. Loser eliminated from the playoffs. Shooting efficiency. That's what it's been about right now in the Magic for a team that had been struggling this season with their shot making. Couldn't ask for a better start. 5 for 6 for Orlando to start off this game. And Charlotte's one of the top teams in points per game, limited to just 2 for 8 from the floor. Yeah, Magic outnumbering the Hornets 8-2 points in the paint. That was a major issue against the Heat. The Heat dropped down 62 points in the paint against Charlotte. Yeah, Charlotte's bread and butter has been the three-point shooting. They lead the league in three-point makes per game this year. Just 1 for 3 to start. Still a long way left to go. We're only 3 minutes and 6 seconds into action. The score is 10-5 currently. My scoreboard is a point off. It's an automated scoreboard. So right now it's 10-5 currently for the score. Hopefully that will fix itself rather soon. We get back to action. Yeah, it's got 10-5 in the score bug on Amazon Prime. Brandon Miller on the three-point shot. That will knock out an illegal screen charge to Charlotte again. Second offensive foul of the night on the Hornets. So another rough turnover for Charlotte as it goes back to Orlando. Right to left on the floor for the Magic. Franz Wagner dribbles his way to the free throw circle. Finds Banchero. Jumper. Mid-range. Around the rim and out. Tipped up by Knipple. Diabate tapped around off to Miller for the defensive rebound. Miller sends it off to Knipple. Deep range 3 off the mark. No good. A rebound halted by Bane. Shot making just not there right now for Charlotte. Banchero sends it along to Carter. Bounce pass into the hands of Wagner. Turns the corner off the drive. Missed the layup, but shoved in for the putback by Wendell Carter Jr. 12-5 start now for the Magic. Charlotte bobbling around the perimeter. Lost out of bounds off Miller. Yeah, I believe the next time they score, it should recorrect itself. This is 12-5. It is the score I got in the score bug, but for some reason this score is wrong on my stream's end. But I can't do anything about it because it's an automatic scoreboard. That's now 3 turnovers charged to the Hornets in the first 4+ minutes of action. Outside to the top. Up fake. Banchero attacks the paint. Dump off underneath. Wendell Carter Jr. shoves it to with a 2-hand slam. Brilliant start right now for Orlando. Man, the big boys are working together on the floor. Paulo Banchero brings along the double team. Got Musa Diabate to soar up, try to block his layup attempt. And Banchero, instead of going up for the layup, he shoveled it underneath to Wendell Carter Jr., who dunked it. Got some substitutions now for Charlotte as Sion James checks on the floor first time today. He replaces Con Knipple, and Musa Diabate is on the bench as well. As Ryan Kalkbrenner, 7-footer out of Creighton, rookie, is on the court for the first time tonight. LaMelo, bounce pass off to James. James dribbles towards his left, into the hands to Bridges. Bridges skies in and lays it up with a right-hand finish. 14-7 now with under 7.5 left to play. Opening quarter. Yeah, this score is wrong by a point for my score bug, unfortunately. I'll keep you guys posted. Hopefully that fixes itself as the runner missed short by Bain. Quick three up the floor. LaMelo bricked off the back rim, tipped around by Kalkbrenner. Rebound secured out of the pack by Suggs. On the outside, it is Banchero. Banchero backs his way to the low block. Banchero up fake, takes on Bridges, floats it back out to the perimeter. Over to Suggs. Suggs launches the three. Off the back rim, no good. Rebound secured by Miller. It's 14-7 with under 7 minutes left to go in the opening quarter. Miller gets the skip pass, takes it, and he makes it from downtown. It's a 4-point game right now, 14-10 on the Amazon Prime score bug. And if you're just joining in, my score bug, it automatically updates in time, but it's for some reason off right now, saying 14-9 instead of 14-10. Missed three around the perimeter by Orlando. Charlotte with possession. LaMelo drives, attacks, skies in, missed the layup, tipped around, loose ball. Able to tip it out to the perimeter, rolling backwards. The wrong player, though, stolen by Suggs. And Suggs will go into a step back. Suggs buries it. The bounce going directly to Jalen Suggs as he made the jumper. Amazon Prime score bug has it 16-10. My score bug has it 17-9 that they got statted for. It's 16-10 right now in the Amazon Prime score bug. As we're down to under 6 minutes left to go in the opening quarter of action. Step back three, LaMelo. Missed off the rim, short to rebound, secured by Bain. Banchero weaves his way inside the key. Outside, leaves it off to Carter. Takes the three, a trail on the play, and he buries it for the perimeter. 19 on the board for the Magic. Limiting Charlotte here. At the moment, Charlotte has just 10 if you're joining in. My score bug is wrong still. Corner jumper. Miller off the back rim, no good. Tipped around off to Banchero for the defensive rebound. Paulo Banchero out to a great start leading his team here currently. He's got 4 points alongside 2 assists and a rebound. Carter buries another triple. Uncontested from the corner. Wendell Carter in the zone for the Magic. Wow, Orlando coming to play right now today. LaMelo, edge of the midcourt logo. And the Magic bringing the energy right out of the gate in this matchup. Wow, this is impressive. This is shot making that we hadn't seen in quite a bit of time out of this Magic team. But where's the defense by the Hornets tonight? It's non-existent. All that work to get all the way up to the final game of the play-in. But for Charlotte, I mean, right now being a no-show, I mean, stunning for them. For a team that had been playing so well since the start of the new year. Hey, what's good, Charliso? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. If you're doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA, games throughout the course of the playoffs. Keep on coming back for more live streams coming up. And also just covered a March Madness tournament that finished like over a week ago. Kalkbrenner, handoff to Miller. Miller inside the key off a double team. He gets it away over to Sion James. Out to the corner. It's a shot clock violation. They couldn't get a shot off in time. Turnover charge to Charlotte. That's now 4 turnovers by the Hornets in the opening quarter. Right now the score is 22-10. My score bug is off by a point for Charlotte at the moment. So it's 22-10 Orlando, 24-10 as they bury the shot inside the key. Paulo Banchero puts his team up by 14. It's a 10-zip run by the Magic. Kobe White looking to give his team some energy off the bench. Lackluster start for the Hornets. Way too many turnovers right out of the gate. Kobe White at the top of the key. Sings it outside into the hands of Sion James. Bounce pass finds Miller. Miller off to White, broke it up, tipped up in the air, deflected on the front court of the Magic, sailed out of bounds though. And it was either way, a shot clock violation again, charged to Charlotte. So that was a smart play by Orlando. This is going to be Orlando basketball. Yeah, this is going to be our Magic basketball. Shot clock violation charged to Charlotte as it got broken up, deflected. That was Tristan da Silva who deflected the ball. And then it bounced, but when it was bouncing, when it went out of bounds, deflected off of Silva, it bounced up. And then that's when the shot clock expired, and then it dropped down, went out of bounds after the shot clock expired. This is Orlando ball. Banchero tees up a three, right down the chute, delivers. Bang, a bang, a bang. What a start for the Magic. 27-10, Paulo Banchero. In the biggest game of the season to save his team. Absolutely him right now for Paulo. Just playing with that instinct that he had last season. A 13-0 run by the Magic, leading to the second timeout in the night. Charged to Charlotte. Wow, this is stunning right now for Charlotte, a young team that played so well the second half of the year that is just not showing up in this game at the moment. Score is 27-10. It's 27-9 on my scoreboard. It's unfortunately off by a point. I got this synced up. So my scoreboard is synced up on another site. It will sync up for me, but hopefully it recorrects itself sometime because it's off by a point. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. If you'd like to be notified for future live streams on the channel. Wow, a bunch of people pouring in for this stream. You guys, the real legends, MVPs out here for coming in, being a part of the stream tonight. Yeah, hopefully it'll recorrect itself. It usually does all the time, so I don't know what's up. Wendell Carter Jr., uncontested threes. He's buried both of them. He's a perfect 4 for 4 from the floor. 10 points in 7 minutes by Wendell. That surpassed what he had in the previous game with single digits. 9 points by Paulo Banchero alongside 3 assists, a rebound, and a block, a plus 17 on the floor by Paulo. 4 points by Jalen Suggs, 2 points each by Desmond Bane and Franz Wagner. And for the Hornets, Brandon Miller, 6 points. Miles Bridges with 4. Nothing from LaMelo, 0 for 4. Con Knipple, 0 for 2. Yeah, this Magic team playing like a team that they were expected to play like in the preseason. This was a top 4 team going in to the preseason. It's just consistency with this Magic team this year. They've been all over the map. Massive winning streak, followed up by a massive losing streak, and a massive winning streak to the end of the regular season. And then they lost to the Celtics, sitting their top 9 players. They lost to the G League Celtics team with all their starters for a critical game that they would have been able to surpass Philadelphia in the standings. Hey, what's good, Hockey? Welcome back in. Still a long way left to go, but yeah, disastrous start by the Hornets. Everything clicking for the Magic. The Magic are on a 13-0 run right now. Yeah, Hornets are just, man, it's been a rough start for Charlotte. 5 turnovers, scoring just 10 points. Magic with 12 field goals made. For a team that had been struggling with their offense to knock down shots, they're 12 for 18 at 67% for a back-end team in offensive efficiency. Charlotte with possession left to right on the floor. First time in the court for Grant Williams tonight. Hand off Kobe White. He's on the floor alongside Knipple, Diabate, and Miller. Blocked out of bounds. You got guys making an impact all over the floor. Goga Batadze at the rim and getting up. Erasing that layup attempt by Kobe White. 0.8 on the timer for the Hornets. Inbound. Open. Jumper. Diabate rolled out. Loose ball foul off the rebound, and it's charged to the Magic. That's a bad personal foul. Should have had the rebound racing up the floor. That's on Tristan Da Silva, who picked up the personal. So resets the timer for Charlotte. 14 on the shot clock. Inbound lob sent to Diabate. It was over his fingertips, had a race towards the edge of the midcourt logo to haul in the pass. Kobe White, dribble, drive, right down the lane inside. He blew the layup. Rebound secured by Batadze for Orlando. Magic with possession. Anthony Black, first time on the floor. Sends it off to Paulo. Handoff at the wing. Jalen Suggs, pocket pass. Paulo rolls down, bobbled it, collects it in the corner. Banchero looking for an open teammate. He finds a straightaway three, missed off the back rim, no good by Anthony Black. Rebound hauled in by Diabate. Nothing going on for Charlotte. Top 5 in the NBA in points per game, just 2 points with under 3 minutes left to go in the opening quarter. Off balance three as Sion James sinks it. That's a tough shot. Able to nail it through. A 27-13 is the score. My scorebug's still off by a point, so yeah, my scorebug currently still off by a point, unfortunately. Hopefully that will recorrect itself sometime today as Paulo sneaks his way inside. Score it. And the foul. And the one coming up at the free throw line by Paulo Banchero. Able to get his way. Working on Diabate. Grant Williams from behind off the Euro step. Paulo Banchero setting the tone out to a tremendous start. 11 points, 5 for 7 from the floor, plus 3 assists for Paulo. He's got a block and a rebound, plus 16 in the court. Free throw is good. 30-13 lead for the Magic. Kobe White on the floor alongside Grant Williams, Sion James, Musa Diabate, Con Knipple. Top of the key for Diabate. He's defended by Batadze. Diabate, hand off Kobe White, needing instant offense for Charlotte. It's a turnover on the Hornets. Grant Williams, offensive foul. A plethora of offensive fouls for Charlotte. They look completely shaken, completely taken out of this game. 6 turnovers in the opening quarter. That is more turnovers than what they had in the entire game against the Heat in an overtime game. And away from the play, we gonna get a technical free throw coming up here for Orlando. This game is getting out of control. We might have got a tech towards Orlando's bench. Or Charlotte's bench, beg my pardon. This might be a tech towards Charlotte's bench. They got lucky. They didn't get teched up. They get a warning off the bench. Inbounds goes to the Magic. Very lucky right there for the Hornets. Inside the key, Tristan Da Silva floats it up and scores the 2. This game is getting out of control. 20-4 points in the paint in favor of the Magic. White, kick out corner. Grant Williams slides on top into the hands of Sion James. Back out near side corner, Kobe White. Pushed and fouled. That's on Da Silva, who picks up the personal. Wow, what a bummer right now for Charlotte. Completely out of this game. Kobe White's going to head to the free throw line, shoot 2 shots. First one's good. Going to have to do a lot of catching up to do to get themselves back in it. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. Hit us up in the chat where you guys are from out here watching. Got a good chunk of supporters out in the Philippines. You guys, the real legends MVPs. I saw South Africa, Bahamas earlier today. Got a bunch of international countries here on the channel. The score right now is 32-15. My scoreboard, for some reason, that's automated, is off by a point. So the Hornets have 15, not 14. A shot goes through at the low block by the Magic. Able to nail it down. Some bench points there with number 8, Jamal Cain, a third-year player out of Oakland, and also played for Marquette. As the Magic pick up another personal, Charlotte will head back to the free throw line. So 2 more shots coming up. Con Knipple will shoot 2 shots here at the line. First free throw, no good, around the rim and out. %26% in this opening quarter for Charlotte on 5 for 19 shooting. Orlando red hot at 68%, 15 for 22. A second free throw is good. It's 34-16 right now. So we're down to the final minute left to go in the opening quarter of action. All Magic to start. Batadze dribbles up top of the free throw circle. Handoff. Anthony Black fires it down low. Batadze bouncing bodies underneath. Double clutch scores. All right, past Diabate plus the and one coming up at the free throw line. They get guys stepping up, making buckets left and right on their team. That's now the 9 different players to score, or 9 different players to check in, 8 different players to score tonight by the Magic with Goga Batadze on the board. What's good from the Philippines? Custodio, thanks for joining in. Yup, game ain't over till it's over. I've seen some crazy stuff happen with blown leads. And spot on by Never Give Up on the channel. 37-16. Lopsided opening quarter. Still 3 more quarters remain in this one. Charlotte's low efficiency to start things off. At the wing, it's with Kobe White. Kobe White inside the key takes on Jalen Suggs. Kick out to the corner. Bridges, he's clamped. Fires the 3 over Wagner. Missed off the back rim poorly. Nothing going on with the Charlotte offense as the rebound got controlled by Franz Wagner. 20 seconds left to go at the end of the opening quarter. Franz Wagner. 3-second differential. Shot clock and game clock to close out at the end of one. Into the hands to Batadze. Top of the free throw circle. Batadze, handoff. Desmond Bain thought about the step back, made the extra pass. Wagner steps into an open 3, missed off the mark. Off it's a rebound. They flick up a shot and they get fouled with 2.9 left to play in the quarter. Jamal Cain with 2 free throws coming up at the line. Charlotte looks completely just flustered and out manhandled right now. Hey, RJ, thanks for joining in on the stream. Come from behind wins after trailing by 20-plus points in the NBA playoffs are extremely rare, happening in only 7% of games that reach that deficit. Comebacks becoming more frequent, though. 6 20-point comebacks occurring in the 2025 playoffs alone. Yeah, the Knicks had back-to-back wins last year, and unfortunately that one stung pretty poorly because I'm a Celtics fan, if you guys didn't know. Yeah, that was tough. I remember covering the ultimate choke with Ben Simmons and Philadelphia blowing a 26-point lead against Atlanta in the playoffs. 38-16 at the end of the opening quarter. Just terrible quarter for Charlotte. Everything going right for Orlando. Yeah, Magic came into the season projected as a top 4 team in the East. And they're playing like one right now tonight, saving their season. If you're doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys are would like to be notified for future live streams on the channel. That is that correct with these totals? Just making sure. Yeah, Wagner does have 2. Suggs has 4. Yeah, that's correct. So it don't I have it by the guys who are on the floor for the totals going into the break or the timeout. And the leading scorers are Paulo Banchero, he has 12. Wendell Carter with 10. 2 guys double figures for the Magic. Hornets, nobody even close to double figures. 6 points by Brandon Miller. Leading the way, LaMelo with nothing. No points by LaMelo in 7 minutes tonight. One team showed up to play, the other team did not. This is bad. Just terrible game by Charlotte. They're looking like they're the Georgia Bulldogs out here playing basketball against St. Louis. Like, this is Game 7 tonight to save your season. And they did not show up. And every single game so far in the playing round has been competitive. And then we have this tonight, which is unfortunate. The Magic, 16 for 24 from the floor. Dominant in the interior. They lead points in the paint 24-4. They just want it more. They're hungry. And they want it so much more. Hornets struggling. 5 for 20. 25%. 3 for 11 from the floor. Turnovers been a major issue. 6 turnovers. Just 1 turnover in the entire quarter by the Magic. If you guys are just joining in, the score is 38-16. My scoreboard, I have it synced up when I go to another site called Assist. Unfortunately, right now, there was a point that they don't realize that went to Charlotte, but the score is 38-16, not 38-15. So my scoreboard's been off by a point throughout most of this quarter. It happened early on. The game was tied up and like back and forth the first couple minutes. And then, like, in the 4th minute of action, it didn't account for. I think it was a Brandon Miller 3-point shot it didn't account for. 38-15 as we get, or 38-16 as we get back to action. Hopefully that will change soon. I've said that quite a bit. It hasn't just yet. As we have a turnover to begin the second quarter, and nothing new. Charlotte's 7 turnovers now. They just turned it over once again. It goes back to Orlando, right to left on the floor for the Magic. Anthony Black on the floor alongside Goga Batadze, Franz Wagner, Desmond Bane, and Jamal Cain. Batadze dribbles out of traffic, swings it off to a Cain. Cain bumped into, what up? Got it blocked, got fouled. And it's Bridges who picks up the personal foul. And depending if this was on the shot, this should be 2 free throws coming up by Jamal Cain. If it was not, it will be an inbound, and looks like he's setting here to take free throws at the free throw circle. So this is going to be 2 free throws coming up here by Jamal Cain for Orlando. So it was going up on the shot attempt. First free throw was good. Yeah, a lot of contact there. He first got bumped, and then went up on the shot attempt, and the referees rolled it on the shot, charged the Bridges. Musa Diabate, 2 personal fouls. That's Bridges' first of the night. Grant Williams has 2 as well. Off the bench, Tristan Da Silva with 2 for Orlando. Everybody else with 1 or 0 for the Magic, but that was Bridges' first personal. 40-16 currently. Yeah, LaMelo is yet to even score tonight. Just stunning with this Charlotte team. All this work to make a push and have a solid second half of the season after an 11-23 start, and they just pull out a complete dud like this in a Game 7 environment. Winner advances to face the Pistons in the first round of the playoffs. Knipple, jumper, mid-range, connects on it. There you go. You got something. Knipple. First basket of the night. Top of the key, Anthony Black moves it off to Batadze. Batadze towards his left, handoff Desmond Bain on the outside. Finds Black. Black sends it off to Bain. Extra pass made to Kane. Jamal Kane towards his left off the dribble. It's a turnover, charging the Magic. Jamal Kane back foot out of bounds. He's going to go back to Charlotte. And LaMelo is back on the floor. LaMelo alongside Knipple, Ryan Kalkbrenner. Miles Bridges. And the three-point shot gets drilled by Knipple from the perimeter. It's a big shot that he just made. Josh Green, the fifth player on the court for Charlotte. 40-21 currently. My score is 1 point behind, unfortunately, right now for Charlotte. Jumper, 15-footer, skipped around the rim and out, missed by Bain. Offensive rebound controlled by Black, and a loose ball foul charge to Charlotte. Now I'll stop the clock. And that's on Josh Green, his first personal. Knipple, youngest player to lead the NBA with 273 made threes this season in the regular season. The inbound goes over to Franz Wagner. He backs his way to the mid-block. Wagner takes on Knipple, 1-on-1 towards his right, puts up a tough shot off the back rim, got it, and an and one coming up at the free throw line by Franz Wagner. So strong, using his strength, backing down Knipple. Michigan over Duke, and Michigan gets the bucket. Magic dominating this game. One free throw coming up by Wagner. And that is right down the middle. Magic with so much balance. 12 by Bunkero, 10 by Wendell Carter Jr. Wagner's up to 4. Jalen Suggs got 4 off the bench. Jamal Kane with 5. Batadze has 3. Bounce pass off the roller. As they move it out to the corner. 3-point shot is well off the mark. Missed by Josh Green of Charlotte. Long rebound controlled by Orlando. Wagner, dribble drive, penetrates the paint, bumped into, and it is an offensive foul. Took a lot of contact there. It's going to go right back over to the Hornets. Almost 300 plus watching right now. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. Yeah, that was a critical one. Miles Bridges took the charge. Basketball going to go right back over to the Hornets after the timeout. Credit to the Magic tonight, making some really difficult shots. Flipping a switch in this game. 65% for the floor, 17 for 26. The Hornets just not in the flow, winning their offense, breaking a bunch of shots. 30%, 7 for 23. 13-7 rebounds in favor of Orlando. That's been Charlotte's go-to specialty, has been rebounding. They've been one of the top rebounding teams in the NBA this year. This is just a complete no-show for Charlotte. Absolutely stunning that they haven't showed up. 7 turnovers, 26-6 points in the paint. Magic just getting inside the key and knocking down shots over the Hornets at a consistent rate tonight. Just the Hornets simply look like they were not ready for this moment. This is absolutely a shame for Charlotte. They have the longest NBA playoff drought out of any team in the league. Haven't gone to a playoff round since 2016. And in the game that's must win to get them there, they pull out a massive dud. Absolutely a massive dud for Charlotte right now. The score is 43-21. Yeah, my apologies about the score bug. My automated score bug's been 1 point off throughout most of this game. First couple buckets, both of the teams were even on the score bug, and then I think it miscalculated a Brandon Miller 3-point shot and rolled it a 2 when it was a 3, and that's where Charlotte is off by a point in the score bug. It usually corrects like all the time, so I don't know what's up. I don't know what score bug they use is wrong in the score bug and they haven't realized it, but hopefully it'll get fixed. Hey, what's good, Bradley? Welcome back in, brother. El Marie, thanks for joining in. Yeah, Magic looking really good. Making some insane shots right now. Absolutely stunning with Charlotte. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, I'm a Celtics fan. I was super impressed by Charlotte the first time they took on Boston. Yeah, Charlotte beat the Celtics back in early March, and at that time they went 15-2 in their previous 17 games when they took down took down Boston. And everybody in the chat during that night was like, Charlotte's going to the NBA Finals. We just took out the Celtics, won the first game against the Celtics, and after Charlotte beat the Celtics, a bunch of Hornets fans in the chat were thinking that the Hornets were going to the NBA Finals. And at the time, they were looking like they were definitely going to be like a 5 seed or a 6 seed, about to pass Toronto and Philadelphia, but no. They lacked down the stretch. This Magic team, if you counted away the game against Boston, if you took that regular season game away against the Celtics, the Magic would have, if they had beat the Celtics on Sunday in the regular season finale, the Magic would have gone to the playoffs or the play-in with 6 straight victories in a row, taking on Philadelphia in that play-in matchup. 43-21 as we get back to action. Charlotte just committed another offensive foul. That's now turnover number 8 tonight for the Hornets. Desmond Bane dribbles up, free throw circle, bobbled it, lost it, turnover. As Knipple collects the steal. Up the floor with Kobe White. On the outside into the hands to LaMelo. LaMelo attacks the paint. Kick out. Corner. Teeing up a 3. Bridges. Missed off the rim short. Rebound secured by Orlando. Up the floor finding Jamal Cain. Right to the hoop behind the defense. Scores. Up and it off the glass. Assisted in transition by Mo Wagner. Beautiful find. That was Franz Wagner. Beautiful find there by Franz Wagner. Up the floor. Eyes ahead. And up ahead. Finding Jamal Cain slipping past the defense for the 2. Charlotte just completely does not look like they're ready to play at all today. LaMelo still with nothing in this first half. And Bridges yet to find a stroke from 3. Last game he was nailing shots. He went 5 for 10 from 3. Tonight nothing, 0 for 4. His stroke's just not there tonight. And 3 in the stream. Welcome in. Best of luck with that with LaMelo. Yeah, he's going to have to turn it on. LaMelo, nothing. Needs to get something rather quickly. His pass broke it up out of bounds. Last off at Anthony Blackett's going to stay Charlotte ball. This is a comedy of errors by Charlotte tonight. Wow, this Charlotte team simply looks like they're just not ready for the big-time moment. That is a shame. Like, all this work to get into the play-in rounds for a team that had struggled in their first 33. They were 11-22. Kalkbrenner got denied. Orlando running away down the floor, and again, Charlotte commits the personal. Whew. Oh my gosh. Absolutely brutal for Hornets fans. Orlando going to get the basketball off the inbound. Jalen Suggs On the floor, crosses midcourt alongside Wendell Carter Jr., Paulo Banchero, Anthony Black, and Desmond Bain. A runner inside the key off the back of no good. Missed by Orlando. Offensive rebound control by Carter. Powers his way down low. Missed off the glass. Rebound secured by Kalkbrenner. Charlotte with possession as they float up a wild shot in transition. Able to draw contact, though, and a foul. It was Kobe White who was off the fast break. If you're doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. Quick update for you guys. I am on vacation with my family starting tomorrow. I'm hoping to bring my laptop to the hotel. I don't know what channels the hotel has until we get there, but I'm probably going to cover one stream during my trip on vacation this week, and it's probably going to be Rockets-Lakers tomorrow night if I'm able to do so, most likely. Missed full court outlet up the floor by Orlando. Goes back to Charlotte. They bury a three in transition. And that goes down by Brandon Miller. Much needed for the Hornets as they crawl back, winning 19. It's 45-24. My scoreboard currently off by a point if you're just joining in. So it's not 45-23. It's 45-24. My automated scoreboard wrong, though. Corner jumper. Jalen Suggs no good. Put back foul. 2 free throws coming up at the line by Anthony Black. Yeah, this looks like it's clearly going to be the Magic tonight that should win this game. And I'm stunned. I honestly thought Charlotte, coming into this game, had a good chance to win because they had turned around their season. And this Orlando squad, you don't know what you were going to get. Like, up and down this season. Some really good wins going on, massive winning streaks, followed up by monster losing streaks. And right now, the Magic getting a good version on themselves tonight as the first free throw goes in by Black. Yeah, if you guys are looking for if you guys are looking for the first Celtics stream, unfortunately, I'm on the road on Sunday, so I won't be able to cover Game 1 for the Celtics. I'm hoping to be back for Game 2 on Tuesday for the Celtics for my first Celtics stream. Brandon Miller slides it off to the wing. A 3-point shot came up short by Grant Williams, deflected out of bounds, last off the Magic. Yeah, good to hear, Siegel. Hopefully things will start to go well for you, brother. Keep your head up, man. And a blessing to be here every single day. LaMelo, still scoreless right now off the crossover. Takes on Wendell Carter. Dribbles inside. The key off the rudder. LaMelo. It is an offensive foul. Jalen Suggs takes the charge. And it's going right back over to the Magic. LaMelo Ball still scoreless. Running right over Jalen Suggs. He's got nothing on the board. 3 personal fouls now charged to LaMelo. This game is in Orlando. And LaMelo checks out. He's on the bench again. Man, this Hornets team just does not look like they're built for the moment just yet. Paulo Banchero with possession. Top of the key. Moves it outside to Desmond Bain. Desmond Bain, step back 3 from the corner. And before that, away from the play, Charlotte committed a personal foul. Bain sunk down the 3. Luckily for Charlotte, it was good for them to commit that foul because that 3 would have counted. And it looks like next time around, they'll be in a bonus. Wow, that's already 4 fouls. Beg my pardon, that was their 5th. That was their 5th. We got free throws coming up here by the Magic. 5th foul. 5 minutes and 2 seconds into the second quarter by Charlotte. Wow. First free throw missed off the back rim by Wendell Carter Jr. Hey, thanks so much, Charlisa. Really appreciate it. Yeah, LaMelo is stinking it tonight. Nothing for LaMelo with 3 fouls. Bridges with only 4. With 0 threes made. 4 shot attempts from 3. Kobe White's only got 2 tonight. Yeah, so Orlando is the designated home team for this game, so it's at the Kia Center. Second free throw. That is good by Wendell Carter. And if you guys are just joining in, my scoreboard for some reason tonight, it's automated scoreboard, is 1 point off for Charlotte. So Charlotte actually has 24. Kobe White just shot an air ball. So it's 48-24, racing up the floor for the Magic. Jalen Suggs slides it off towards his right, finds Banchero. Banchero dribbles, drives, right down the lane inside to the rim. And he will get called in the offensive foul. So a charge down low taken by the Hornets as it will go back to Charlotte. Grant Williams takes the charge. Couple opportunities for and ones, but no. Yeah, that's a great charge by Grant Williams. He was able to set his feet, and Paulo just ran him over. So very close, but these guys playing perfect defensively. Taking that charge by Grant Williams. Knipple, shot came up well short as it goes back to the Magic. NBCSN, I think there's NBCSN, so it's a different network. I don't think NBC Sports Boston has the coverage for the games. Yeah, it's very odd that game on Tuesday is on Peacock/NBCSN, which means NBC Sports Network. Corner jumper misfired by Grant Williams. Rebound secured by Carter. Up the floor. Banchero throws it down with a two-hand slam. Nobody getting back defensively for Charlotte. Total domination in this game for Orlando en route to face Detroit in the opening round action in the playoffs. Long rebound control by Wendell Carter off to Jalen Suggs, and Banchero went racing down the floor. Nobody got back defensively, leading to the wide open dunk by Banchero. 50-23 with under 6 minutes left to go before half. Holy smokes. Orlando looking lethal right now. Yeah, so NBCSN, that's the channel that it's on. That's just strictly NBCSN. So that's not a regional channel. I think that NBCSN used to cover NASCAR. I thought it closed down, NBCSN. Oh, it returned. So NBCSN closed down in 2021, and then it returned on November 17th of last year. Wow. Yeah, I remember when the Olympics were going on, they put some of the Olympic games from this past Winter Olympics over on CNBC. And CNBC underwent like a new logo and everything. So because I watched the U.S. curling team in the Winter Olympics play some of their games, and they put a few of them on CNBC. Yeah, I saw that, Jeffrey. Yeah, really good pickups lately. They got somebody from Buffalo the other day, too. Paulo Banchero playing big time, showing up in a big moment tonight. 14 points, 11 by Wendell Carter Jr. Jamal Cain off the bench. He has 7. That's just embarrassing for Charlotte when Orlando has a guy who's got it into a rhythm, scoring 7 points in 5 minutes. Yup. Rip to Pistons Hornets. It looks like, unless we have a major miracle comeback by Charlotte, but it doesn't look like there's anything gelling for Charlotte tonight. They just look like they're simply just outmanned. Like, it's been a mess for the Hornets tonight. Nothing's clicking. LaMelo scoreless. the top scorer for Charlotte with no points in 12 minutes and 3 personal fouls. LaMelo has been completely just taken out of this game. Deep foul trouble and bricking shots. 0 for 4 shooting. 2 turnovers, no points, minus 13 on the floor. Cod Knippel, he's actually the number 2 scorer right now behind Brandon Miller on the team. Miller's got 9, Knippel with 6, 4 by Bridges. Bridges having a tough game, breaking all 4 3-point shots. He had a great 3-point shooting game in the win over the Heat. This is sad by the Hornets tonight. 24 total points by Charlotte. 30 points in the paint displayed by Orlando as we get back to action. Brandon Miller, left to right in the floor currently for the Hornets. And finally, my scoreboard is back to normal. So, yeah, my apologies. For a long time, the scoreboard was off a point by Charlotte. I'm glad it wasn't close and that was happening, like a game down to the wire, and that was not happening. Yeah, it's going to be so difficult for Charlotte to come on back. They don't look like they're in the flow of anything. And Orlando has the playoff experience with these guys. Plus, they added in Desmond Bane, who played in the play-in game last year. A 3-point shot is good. There's a starting point for the Hornets, able to bury the 3 straight away. Now is Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller, the hot hand, first guy to double figures. He has 12. Suggs dribbles, drives inside the paint, floats it out to the corner to Silva, up fake. Off the baseline dribble, sent to Runner, missed off the back rim, rebound secured by Bridges. Now Charlotte looks like they started to awaken. Bridges attacking, kick out corner. Sion James gets the way off to Knippel. Knippel outside, finds Bridges. Baseline dribble, Bridges off balance. Bridges scores, through for 2. Finally, Charlotte started to do something. Under 5 minutes left to go before halftime. Desmond Bane at the top of the key will slow it down. He's on the floor alongside Banchero, Suggs, De Silva, and Carter away from the play. De Silva held up and fouled. And that's on Sion James, who picks up the personal. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like. Hit the subscribe, or ring the notification bell as well. We got a tremendous crowd out here at the channel. 280 plus right now watching. You guys, the real MVPs in the channel. And Charlotte's already over the limit for fouls. First free throw missed off the mark by Wendell Carter Jr. 21-point game currently. Largest lead of the game was 26 for the Magic. Second free throw coming up here by Wendell Carter Jr. This shot's good. 51-29. LaMelo on the bench with no points and 3 personal fouls. Miles Bridges, the ball handler. Over to Miller at the wing. Dribbles towards his right. Miller swings it outside. Finds Bridges. Bridges lost the handoff. The crossover picked up by the Magic, running the floor with Carter. Shovel pass down low. Banchero goes up. Got it. And the and one. Covered up in the free throw line by Paulo. Paulo Banchero, the trailer. Received it on the 3-on-2 fast break transition number play from Franz Wagner, who records the assist. Paulo scores it over Sion James through the contact and the foul. Paulo Banchero showing up in a big way tonight. Able to do what's best for him, and that is getting to the rim. A free throw missed off the mark. A rebound goes back to Charlotte. Sion James at the edge of the midcourt logo, defended by Desmond Bane. Dribbles at the right wing, switch guarded by Paulo. Towards his left, sends it off to Diabate. 3-point shot, fall away, off the mark, no good. Missed by Miller, rebound, secure by Paulo. Paulo takes it up the floor. Outside on top, off the Bane, accelerates, off balance with a shot. No good off the back rim, a rebound, secure by Bridges. Outside to Miller. Miller, cross-court broken up, intercepted. Paulo finds Bane, past the defense, scores the easy 2. Everything going in their direction tonight for Orlando. Wow, what a bummer of a competitive game tonight that's been uncompetitive throughout the entirety of this matchup. 55-29. Charlotte, a no-show. Looking like Georgia in a first-round NCAA tournament game as we get a wrestling match going on in the backcourt. Miles Bridges coughed it up, took down Desmond Bane, and it's a foul charge to Bridges. Free throws coming up here at the line for Orlando. Desmond Bane dapping up his teammate, Jalen Suggs. Suggs stripped it from Bridges, and then Bane hit the deck with Bridges, and then Bridges shoved down Bane. Trying to battle for that basketball. Bridges, the personal foul. Free throws coming up. The Charlotte Hornets trying to turn it into WWE. And there ain't going to be any Musa Diabate versus Isaiah Stewart in the opening round. 55-29. Free throws here coming up at the line after the timeout. This game has gotten out of control. The players for Charlotte playing like they're out of control. And right now, Orlando dominating as the referees have to go to the monitor to look at this under review to see if Miles Bridges will get ejected for this. This is being looked at right now. Miles Bridges stripped of the basketball by Jalen Suggs at the top of the key. And then Desmond Bane tried to force Bridges into a tie-up. Couldn't get it. The ball got jarred loose. Bane was underneath Bridges. And then Bridges, boom! Over the top on Bane. Bane stuck underneath Bridges. Boom, boom. Over the top on Bane. So we'll see if Miles Bridges gets ejected for that. Terrible way to go out this season for Charlotte. I mean, this team started off 11-23. Looked like they completely turned it around. Back in early March when they beat the Celtics, they looked like they were en route to be the 5 seed to surpass Philly and Toronto and be a 5 seed potentially in the playoffs, a 5 or a 6 between them and Atlanta. Atlanta was a red hot team that got going in the second half. They did their job. They got into the playoffs as a 6 seed. Charlotte, they had opportunities to get into the playoffs instead of being here stuck in the play-in. And instead, they were fiddling with their food in the last couple weeks of the season for a team that at one point went 15-2 during a stretch when they had won against the Celtics in early March. And then after that, started to be up and down, up and down. Man, when I streamed the Charlotte team the first time when they took on the Celtics this year, I was super impressed. And a lot of people in that chat, when I streamed them, thought that Charlotte was going to go deep in the playoffs. And for like the last month, they've just been up and down. So initial call, loose ball, foul, charge to Miles Bridges. Seagull with a dono. You the legend, brother, with a dono. Thanks so much, man. Let's get that dono hype out in the chat for Seagull. Thanks so much, Seagull. You're the real MVP out here on the stream, brother. Also, I put in the chat, if anybody's interested to join the Behind the Arc Basketball channel memberships for special shout-outs, that's as low as $1.99 per month. And we have around like 20-plus channel members, and it gets you shout-outs at the end of every single one of my live streams. We're down to 320 left to go. Just waiting for official ruling on what this will be for Miles Bridges. Desmond Bane battling for a loose ball. Hit the deck. Miles Bridges on top of him. Drawing a couple fists at the chest of Bane. We'll see if Bridges does stay in the game as the officials right now looking at this at the monitor. This game right now is just simply out of control. Yep, LaMelo looking like a rookie right now. Yeah, absolutely a shame for LaMelo. The Charlotte team just not ready for the moment. Ice Ice Baby back to the membership. Let's get that member hype out on the channel for Ice Ice Baby. Miles Bridges technical foul ruled by the officials. Desmond Bane, the free throws at the line. The first one is good. Yep, this seems like a team that's ready for Costa Rica. Never mind Cancun. They're checked out well ahead of Cancun. Wow. I really wonder how much prep went into the Charlotte Hornets to get themselves ready for tonight's game. That's too bad. It looks like this team was sent to go out, enjoy rides on Disney World and Universal, and then forget about prepping for this game. And this is the product that we get on national TV. (58-29) as Bane drills the free throws. It's a 29 point lead here. Charlotte with possession. Sion James as we approach the 3-minute mark left to go. Into the hands to Bridges. Bridges slides it off to Miller. Miller, the only guy in double figures. We got a player down for Charlotte, which that was Grant Williams. He got knocked down. The score bug got in the way when he got knocked down. Charlotte's in the bonus. Grant Williams going to get free throws. 2 shots coming up at the line. First one, no good. Orlando halfway there to taking on the Pistons. Second free throw is good. 28-point game. Jalen Suggs on the floor alongside Paolo Bane, Franz Wagner, Wendell Carter. Jumper, good from the perimeter. Jalen Suggs nails the triple. 31-point lead by the Magic. Total domination. Saving their head coach tonight. Paulo tonight with 2 rebounds. So 16 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists. A block and a steal. Plus 24 for Paulo. Franz Wagner, top plus on the plus box plus minus. He's a plus 25. Wendell Carter, 12 points, burying 2 threes. Noah Jackson, so it's just rolled a technical. Miller's pass broke it up, intercepted by the Magic. Up the floor, lob over the top in transition. Wagner sets it up high over to Jalen Suggs, who skies in with an alley-oop slam. 32-point lead for Orlando. Charlotte not even bothering to get back and play fast break defense. Missed 3 by Knipple. Up the floor finding Bane. Bane weaving his way, snaking right to the cup, and he scores. Up and off the window. Good for 2. Desmond Bane snaking his way big time there to the rim. 34-point lead, largest one of the game. Atop of the key, Grant Williams outside off the Knipple. Knipple dribbles down low to the rim, scores the left-hand layup. Yeah, I saw that the other day. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Orlando can slow it down. 33 points before halftime. That's not good. Backdoor cutter. Suggs sends it on top. Banchero rises on the 3 left short to rebound secured by Knipple. Almost walked with it up the floor. He finds Bridges. Bridges towards his left off the dribble, spin cycle, Bridges in and out, missed the shot, rebound secured by Wagner. And the Magic will slow it down once again. Stepping into a 3, Jalen Suggs, bullseye! Right down the chute, delivers. It's a laser from the perimeter by Jalen Suggs. 35-point lead by the Magic, decimating any sort of hopes here for Charlotte tonight. So we're down to the final minute left to go before half. Knipple, edge in the midcourt logo, gets past Suggs off the dribble, flings it off to Miller. Miller blocked off the glass, rebound. Or it goes over to Paulo with the basketball off the block. Outside finds Bane. Bane sends it off to Suggs. He's red hot recently, but that time he airballed the 3. Jalen Suggs having a lot of fun tonight. 12 points in 18 minutes. 5 for 8 from the floor, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and a block for Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs just had that previous block. Got a back part of that basketball, denying Miller at the rim. Yeah, Jalen Suggs loving it tonight. LaMelo is back on the floor with 0. Got to get something if you're LaMelo. LaMelo dribbles right baseline to the cup, and he does with a left-hand finish. So finally, with 32 seconds left to go before halftime, LaMelo scores his first bucket in the night. 6-second differential, shot clock and game clock. Orlando with possession. Franz Wagner, lob inside off the double team, taken away by Bridges. Up the floor finds Kobe White. Into the hands to LaMelo. Shot clock turned off. Final 10 seconds left to go before half. LaMelo, top of the key, takes on Carter. Crossover, dribbles, drives inside LaMelo. Blocked on the bounce by Carter. 0.7 left to go before halftime as Wendell Carter Jr. erases the layup attempt by LaMelo. Just not ready for this step, simply, for the Charlotte Hornets tonight. LaMelo underneath the hoop will be the inbound passer. LaMelo, inbound, jumper. Diabate skipped in. It is good on a 2 at the buzzer. And we go to halftime, and the Orlando Magic are demolishing the Charlotte Hornets. 68-37 at halftime. The Magic outscored Charlotte 38-12 in the paint. The Hornets with 14 turnovers in the first half on 13 field goals made. A terrible first half for Charlotte. And for Orlando, red hot shooting performance. 61% from the floor. 25 for 41 in the opening half. And they have made 22s. 20 for 28 from 2. They're shooting above 71% from 2-point range. They are absolutely elite at the rim, and they are getting up the floor quickly, numbers transition plays past the defense. Charlotte Hornets defense tonight has been abysmal on fast break transition defense. Orlando, multiple slam dunks in the first half and made the Hornets pay. And yeah, this game is not even close. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channels. Right now we're at halftime. Zeno, welcome in. Looking at the Magic to cover 17.5 tonight on the spread. Thanks for joining in, bud. Yeah, Alyssa, spot on right from the beginning. If that comment stays true, put a 30-point blowout. And that was in like the first few minutes of this game. That was like in the second or third minute once we got going tonight. Yeah, Orlando got out to a 13-0 run. Stunning for Charlotte. Like, this Charlotte team have been playing really well coming into the playoffs. Charlotte coming into the playoffs was 33-16 since the start of the new year. They're 28-12 in the last 40. "22 points scored off of 14 turnovers by the Hornets. Magic have capitalized, scoring 22 of those points. A lot of those coming off fast break offensive plays, getting behind the defense. Like, the transition defense was horrific in the first half. 35-point lead at one point by Orlando. Yeah, coming into this game, I was actually really concerned by the Magic based on the efficiency numbers that they were putting up, that they have been struggling with inefficiency, that the way that they would need to win this game they're doing right now. They're forcing turnovers, they're attacking, they're scoring baskets at the rim, scoring baskets inside the key, they're playing downhill because they're not going to beat you by the three ball. They've shot the three ball pretty well tonight, though. 5 for 13. Haven't attempted too many threes, but they're shooting above 70% from two. And a lot of their points have been generated via dunks. Like, there's nothing going on defensively at the rim for Charlotte. And they're showing it right now on replay, some of the key plays in the first half, that there's zero resistance inside the low post. And Paolo Banchero is doing what he does best in capitalizing from that 4-foot to 6-foot range inside the key and just bullying his way inside the low post. And that's what it's been throughout the entire first half. Paolo Banchero, 16 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. For the Charlotte Hornets to beat this Magic team, you got to force Banchero out to deep twos, deeper jumpers. You can't let him get to the rim and bully you. And he has been able to bully this Hornets defense completely with a head full of steam, attacking to the rim this entire game. Jamal Mosley is the Magic coach. I heard he was on the hot seat tonight coming into this game. Like, potentially that, yeah, there was a lot of rumblings on like social media that he was going to be fired if they didn't win this game tonight. They're playing for their coach tonight. Like, everybody has bought in saving the head coach for Orlando tonight. Charles Lee, the head coach for Charlotte. He was a former Celtics assistant. He came with Drew Holiday prior to being a Milwaukee Bucks assistant. Came along with Drew Holiday and won the championship in 2024. And then after the Celtics championship win, he was hired the next head coach for Charlotte. Kokubo, thanks for joining in. Appreciate it, bud. Yeah, looking forward to the Celtics in the playoffs. Really deep team. Just incredible what they've done this year. Jaylen Brown, just amazing MVP player when Tatum was missing time. And then Tatum comes back, and Tatum starting to look himself, really shining there on the floor, fitting in with his guys. It's been awesome. Wow. Well, LaMelo Glazer's got LaMelo for MVP for next year. Yeah, I feel you there, Mazzino. Being a Bulls fan, I feel you, man. So Orlando right now, they're en route to take on Detroit if this holds up. Yeah, Phoenix is the favorite tonight against Golden State. Yeah, that's an interesting matchup. Golden State with Steph Curry, they have the playoff experience. They have not fared well on the road. That's my concern tonight about Golden State. Yeah, looking at this game, I actually do like Phoenix in this matchup tonight. Even though I would not be shocked if Golden State wins because of Curry, Horford, Al Horford, Porzingis. They do have guys with playoff experience. Draymond Green. I mean, Devin Booker's played in multiple playoff games himself. Yeah, that's a shame with the Clippers. Oof. That team was supposed to be like a top 4 team going into the season, too. Yeah, so that happened back in early February. So Chicago traded Kobe White. They traded Mike Conley to Charlotte and got Colin Sexton and Ousmane Dieng, and then 3 second-round picks. Yeah, tough one for Chicago. That's one that you got to get first-round picks, not second-round picks. Yeah, it's going to be cinema tonight. Hey, what's good, Naja player? Welcome back in. Yeah, no problem, man. Hope all is going well. And crazy. Orlando is just scoring at will at the rim. Paulo Banchero having a huge start to this game. Charlotte they just don't look like they're ready. Just the lack of experience is showing up in this type of game tonight. Yeah, that's tough that they got 3 second-round picks from that. I would have liked to seen at least the first-round pick. So at least one first-round pick for them to have instead of 3 second-round picks. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Yeah, this game is not even close. 68-37 at halftime. Got a lot of international reach in the stream, though. Hit us up where you guys are watching from out here. I know early on people came from the Philippines, Brazil, South Africa. I saw one of those early on. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, I'm actually a Celtics fan. I'm from Massachusetts, but I cover different NBA teams when the Celtics not on, play-by-play throughout the course of the playoffs. Covered a March Madness tournament last month. I'm supposed to be going away tomorrow on vacation. My sister's barbershop chorus group has a competition tomorrow, so when I get to the hotel, I'm probably going to stream one game on Saturday night. It's probably going to be Rockets-Lakers on Saturday, so my hotel, I doubt it would have Amazon Prime, and that's the ABC national game. So if I do stream this weekend, it would be Rockets, Lakers. If I am in the hotel room and it does have ABC, it should have ABC. Sunday, I'm probably not going to stream on Sunday. The game times are a little bit odd. And I'm going to another hotel in Connecticut on Sunday. And I'm going to be on the road a lot. So unfortunately, I won't have the Celtics game on Sunday for game 1 for the Celtics since I'm on the road on Sunday during that time, so we'll be doing a lot of stuff around like 1 p.m. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed out they put the game at 1 p.m. Here's a fun fact, actually. So, I don't think I've ever streamed a Celtics game 1 first round game on the channel, which is rare because I cover all the regular season games as much as I can for the most part for the Celtics. But yeah, I'm looking back at like the last couple of years in the Celtics, whatever they get put in their game 1 game, it's always on the day that I go on vacation or I'm out someplace. Trying to go back. Yeah, 2023, I was in Lake Placid. Traveling to Lake George, Lake Placid, day 1 where the Celtics had game 1 against the Hawks. 24. I don't know if I was out covering a game that afternoon. I might have been during 24. Last year, I did not cover game 1 either. I was in Vermont last year. Yeah, that was right. I was traveling up to Vermont last year, so we were out at that time. So, yeah, they were playing the Magic, and we were going from, like, Burlington to White River Junction in Vermont that day. So I didn't get back to the hotel in time. That was on Easter, too, last year. Easter was really late last season. Here we go. We get back to action. Right to left on the floor by Charlotte with the white jerseys, teal numbers, teal letters. So they have the opening possession. This game is taking place in Orlando at the Kia Center. Winner of this game will face the Pistons in round 1 starting on Sunday. Jumper is good at the baseline by Miles Bridges. Jalen Suggs sends it on top into the hands to Banchero, off to Wagner. Wagner turns the corner off the dribble. Outside finds Suggs. Top of the key for Wagner as he accelerates inside. Put to the shot. Got it to go at the and one. Covered up at the free throw line for Franz Wagner. 70-39. It's always bad when one team has got stuck in the 30s and the other team has cracked 70. Orlando picks off where they left off. This Charlotte team is going to be lucky to reach 80 tonight. Like, Orlando, all they have to do is probably score 15 more points and they win this game based on the scoring rate for Charlotte tonight. Free throw is good. Bridges into the hands to LaMelo. LaMelo outside finds Knipple. Knipple, step back three, contested off the back rim, no good. Tipped up to Carter for the defensive rebound. Magic in the opening minute to start off the third with possession. Banchero on the outside finds Wendell Carter. On top, back to Paulo. Paulo launches the three. A straightaway, not his shot. Hit the rim short to rebound secured by Diabate. LaMelo, runner, 15-footer off the back rim, no good. Did have a foul attached to this possession and is charged to Orlando. So a push from behind off the dribble. Zero resistance defensively at the rim by Charlotte. Tons of turnovers by Charlotte. The failure to get back defensively in transition. Orlando is shooting 70% plus from 2-point range in this game. They're lights out shooting the ball, but basically scoring at will inside the paint. Points in the paint, 40-12 right now in favor of Orlando. And Orlando from the floor, they're shooting 60%, 26 for 43. They're 71% from 2. 0.7 on the timer. Charlotte looking for the inbound. LaMelo tosses it way outside. What are they doing off the pull-up? It's good. Holy moly. Bridges buries it from the midcourt logo. I thought, what in the world was LaMelo doing there? Just chucking it back to midcourt, but Bridges just put up a shot on a prayer from midcourt with 0.7 and buried it off the inbound. He was out of the camera shot. The camera shot didn't even move the camera. They were stunned. And the broadcast camera shot didn't even catch that it was Bridges at the logo who heaved it up, as I think everybody was caught off guard that LaMelo decided to fire the pass all the way back to midcourt, and it worked out in the favor of the Hornets there. Free throws at the line by Wagner. First one's good. Second shot by Wagner, right down the middle. 73-42, a 31-point lead for Orlando. Charlotte with possession, crossing midcourt. LaMelo on the floor alongside Bridges, Diabate, Miller, and Knipple. LaMelo up fake, side step to his left with a three. A swoosh! Right down the middle, delivers. There you go, something happening for LaMelo. Gonna need to get stops, though. It's been non-existent in this game. Orlando shooting around 60% from the floor. Banchero finds Wagner, running to the hoop, blocked from the side out of bounds by Diabate. Musa Diabate chirping right back at the Magic with some words. Jalen Suggs. He's the inbound passer, near side corner Floats it outside to Paulo. Paulo accelerates inside the key, off balance, looking for the foul call. Couldn't get it at first, but then got it on a late whistle. Yeah, really late whistle coming in there by the refs. Oof. Yeah, Paulo got away with one right there. He got away with a right-handed shot to the area that you do not want to be hit. Got away with one. Attacking the rim as he got caught Knipple in the happy spot. First free throw is good by Paulo. 17 points right now for Paulo. Second free throw bounces out as Diabate controls the defensive rebounds. Hornets with possession. Edge of the midcourt logo for LaMelo. Dribbles towards his right. Launches the three at the edge of the Kia Center logo. Missed off the rim. Short to rebound. Secured by Wagner. As Wagner races up the floor. Up by 29 for the Magic. They slow it down. Suggs up fake. Slides it off towards his right. Wagner with possession. And away from the basketball. It is an offensive foul charged to Orlando. So that's on Carter, who picks up the personal foul. It's going to go back to Charlotte. Winner of this game will become the number 8 seed, which will take on Detroit in the opening round. The lob looking for Diabate, fouled. He was the roller, taking on Wendell Carter Jr., picks up back-to-back fouls. That's now his second personal foul tonight on Wendell. Yeah, for a blowout game tonight, this is a pretty good audience that we have with 200 plus people on. You guys, the real legends, MVPs in the channel. Top of the key, LaMelo. Torres is right off the dribble. LaMelo at the mid-block, off balance, puts up the shot, got it a go, and the and one coming up at the line for LaMelo. LaMelo finally started to step up. A lot of work that has to be done. They're going to have to score at will. Capitalize on the majority of their possessions to get back into this game. Plus, they're going to have to create stops on the majority of their defensive possessions to at least have a shot tonight. Down by a landslide, 74-47. One free throw coming up here by LaMelo. Charlotte is outscoring Orlando 11-6 in the third quarter. After getting outscored 38-16 in the opening quarter, 30-21 in the second quarter. What's good, Joe in the stream? Welcome back in. Thanks for joining in, man. Down low, showing it down. It's Paulo Banchero as he went in for the slam. Down the far side, LaMelo got it away. Bumped into, fouled towards the far side. We take a look at the replay here. Paulo out well, sort of right over the top over Diabate. Big time right there with a major, major slam dunk. 76-48. LaMelo stumbles off the dribble, hits the deck, lost it, far side. Out of bounds, off Charlotte. LaMelo talking to the refs right now. And nothing going right for the Hornets in this game. 76-48. We got a timeout here taken on the floor with 8:34 left to go. This game is out of control. Absolutely out of control tonight. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. Right now, Magic with 4 guys in double figures. Paulo in 19. Just major game by Paulo tonight. Yeah, this game's been just out of control all throughout. Like, there's no way that Charlotte can get back in this game. They just don't have any sort of experience in these types of moments. Like it starts with their defense and the failure to get stops when the Magic have shot 60% from the floor and around 70% from 2. Just dunking on them constantly. 26-14 is the rebound margin for the Magic. Like, Charlotte's one of the top teams in rebounds per game, and they're getting slaughtered on the glass. Just simply did not show up. They just were not prepared. Yeah, good question. What the bench will come into this matchup. I would imagine some point at the fourth quarter. Like, it's still early on in the third quarter. There's tons of time remaining, but yeah, good reminder actually from Jay Ramirez. I'm gonna take this down, and it's actually the opposite. It's the Hornets that took the pull 64-36 that did not show up. Yeah, so I just took down that poll because this game is over. I usually never take down polls, like unless they're blowouts. This is like one of the rare ones that I'll take a poll down in the third quarter. But yeah, based on this, it looks clearly like this game is over. We still got some time left to go, but if Charlotte's defense is allowing Orlando to shoot 60% from the floor, you're not going to be able to get enough stops to be able to come back and win this game. Only way that they can is Charlotte has to capitalize in the majority of their possessions, and then Orlando has to go cold for multiple minutes in a scoring drought. And we're looking at like a 10-plus minute scoring drought at some point, and that just does not seem possible. 26-point game with 8.5 left to go. Magic with possession. Franz Wagner crosses midcourt. Into the hands to Bane. Lobs it over to Paulo. Paulo at the top of the key. Takes on Bridges one-on-one. Paulo towards his left. Paulo steps into a wide-open 3. Got it! That is good from the perimeter by Banchero. That is too easy. Where is the defense by Charlotte? 22 points on 9 for 13 by Paulo. You know things are really going in your direction when Paulo buries a 3. Offensive foul charged to Charlotte. Anthony Black gets knocked down by Brandon Miller. It's a turnover on the Hornets. Or beg my... Yeah, that was Miller off the screen. Yep, an illegal screen charged to Miller. Wagner sends it on top over to Paulo. 29-point lead, looking to add to it for Orlando. Closing in on taking on the Pistons in the opening round. Anthony Black, no good. Missed the layup, deflected on the bounds. Last off, the Magic, it looks like. So, this will be Charlotte ball. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any ultimate choke this time. Yeah, that was a 26-point lead blown by Ben Simmons in Philadelphia. Doc Rivers. That was the game that Doc Rivers went off on Ben Simmons, that he had a wide open layup. And he was getting hacked in that game too. Whereas The Charlotte team just cannot buy a bucket. 50 points with just above 7 minutes left to play. They fling up a off-balance shot off a full-court outlet. Bridges over contact, followed by Bane. The free throw is coming up here at the line by Bridges. Wow, and all these playing games are so good until this point. This is a shame that this game is just not competitive. First free throw good at the line for Bridges. If you enjoyed the stream tonight, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yep, I agree with you, Jay Ramirez. The ultimate choke 2.0, UConn over Duke. Second free throw, Bridges knocks it down. So if you're just joining in, this game has been a blowout for a long time. 35-point lead, the largest lead by the Magic tonight. Magic just appear way more hungrier than Charlotte. Charlotte coming unprepared. Hand off to Paulo. Turns the corner off the dribble. Paulo inside the key. Missed off the back rim. Late whistle. It's on Charlotte. It's a shooting foul. 2 shots here coming up at the line for Paulo Banchero with 7:04 left to play in the third. Tim Murrah, welcome in. Thanks for joining back in. Paulo Banchero putting on a show. Magic lead the NBA in free throw makes with 22, free throw attempts with 27.5. They're pretty solid at the line, 8th in the league at 80%. First shot good by Paulo. Paulo Banchero tonight with 22 points. It's on 9 for 13 shooting. Second shot bounced off the mark, tipped to the corner, out of bounds. Last off Charlotte. It's going to stay Magic possession. Tipped out in the corner off Bridges. Anthony Black will be the inbound passer on the floor alongside Banchero, Batadze, Bane. Got some substitutions for Charlotte. Grant Williams going to come in. He replaces Miles Bridges. Ryan Kalkbrenner guards the inbound. Outside Paulo finds Bane. Bane top of the free throw circle. Slides it off to Tristan Da Silva, the 5th player to court for the Magic. Bane accelerates to the cup. Missed the layup. Offensive rebound by Batadze, though his pass got broken up and stolen away by Kalkbrenner. Up the floor, Knipple on a 3. Missed off the rim short. Offensive rebound by Knipple. He dribbled it off the back of the shoe of Batadze. It's going to stay Charlotte ball. Yeah, Con Knipple has been super underwhelming in this play-in. Yeah, a lot of people last stream were saying Con Knipple Rookie of the Year over Cooper Flagg. Con Knipple just never showed up. Beg my pardon. That was a foul charge to Orlando with Goga Batadze. Defending Con Knipple. First free throw good at the line by Knipple. Yeah, good regular season for Charlotte. What a turnaround, but playoffs, just, it's a different level. And tonight, just simply, just not ready for the next step for this Magic, or for the Hornet squad. Just getting demolished by the Magic. Quarter 3, it is buried by Tristan Da Silva. 83-54. Brandon Miller on top finds Grant Williams. Deflected as he got poked by Banchero. Attack the rim, and it's made by Miller with a left-hand finish. Down to 6 minutes left to go in the third. Da Silva on another 3, this time off the rim. Offensive rebound, put back. It is good by Anthony Black. Charlotte Hornets forget to box out. Anthony Black, an easy putback. I believe there was a foul attached to this too. Grant Williams should have easily had a defensive rebound in and out of his hands, collided with his own player. I believe it was LaMelo underneath. He knocked down LaMelo, and Anthony Black came up with a loose ball, put back, plus the foul. And one coming up at the free throw line by Anthony Black. That play single-handedly tells the story of the night for the Charlotte Hornets. Down by 30. No chance tonight at a comeback. LaMelo at the wing of the perimeter. He is guarded by Paulo. Switch guarded by Batadze. Top of the key. LaMelo. So much dribbling. LaMelo inside the key. Gutted the fall with a left-hand layup. And now the next possession, the Magic race up the floor. Black finds Paulo at the wing. Paulo drives to LaMelo. That's a mismatch. Kick out. Corner. Open three. Anthony Black. Off the mark. No good. Tipped around to Kalkbrenner as he secures the defensive rebound. Miller slows down possession for Charlotte. They're down by 28 in the scoreboard. Gotta go. Into the hands to LaMelo. Just about 5 minutes left to go in the third. LaMelo off the crossover. Takes on Paulo. 5 at a timer. Gets past him off the dribble. Lines it up off the runner. Got it to go with the and one coming up at the free throw line. 26-point game. So LaMelo finally starting to score up to now 14. He had his first made field goal with around 2 minutes left to go before halftime. Wow, Alyssa going there with a bold prediction. Magic going to take out the Pistons in 6. Free throw here by LaMelo, and that's good. Down to a 25-point game. They've got the scoring part starting to go their way. Charlotte's outscored Orlando 24-18. They got to put together basically as many stops as possible. Paulo, spin cycle, inside, no good. Shoved back in with a putback slam by Goga Batadze. The failure to box out's been critical by Charlotte. Spin cycle, LaMelo, erased away by Batadze. They came away with it with Grant Williams, though. Brandon Miller at the wing of the perimeter. Switch guarded by Batadze in the outside. 4.5 left to go. Miller drives inside the key. Miller goes up, got it stripped. Lost it. LaMelo flings up a shot. Hits the top of the backboard with a shot clock. That's a shot clock violation. Turnover on Charlotte. Goga Batadze, major putback slam. And then he came up with a swat block denying LaMelo. Anthony Black on top into the hands to Paulo. Paulo dribbles up, jumper, 15-footer off the mark, no good. Loose ball foul. Charged. I think it's to Orlando here. Yeah, Orlando is wondering about the call. That's on Anthony Black. This is going to send Charlotte with free throws. So Charlotte's going to have free throws here coming up at the line. Yeah, Grant Williams. Oof. Glad the Celtics got rid of that guy. Yikes. Does a whole lot of talking. Not so much to back it up. (88-62). Knipple checks out. Kalkbrenner made the free throw. Second free throw. Kalkbrenner right down the middle. Approaching the 4-minute mark left to go in the third quarter. Franz Wagner on the floor alongside Paulo Banchero, Goga Batadze, Jamal King, Tristan Da Silva. Paulo, lob to Wagner, backs his way mid-block, working on Sion James, turnaround jumper, left it short to Kalkbrenner. comes away with a possession. Charlotte basketball down by 25. LaMelo on the floor alongside Kalkbrenner, Grant Williams, Kobe White, and Sion James. LaMelo drive, shovel pass. Kalkbrenner erased at the rim by Batadze. Goga Batadze again with another block. One 7-footer denies another 7-footer. Grant Williams took a shot to his face away from the play. Yes. I'm pretty sure he was on that Celtics championship team. Orlando with possession, 88-63. Banchero outside off to Wagner. Yeah, he won so Big Baby Davis won with the Celtics in 08. Jumper no good off the back rim, missed by Franz Wagner. It's a foul on Charlotte, charged to Kobe White. Free throws coming up for Orlando. This game is choppy. Very, very choppy. Two shots here by Wagner. First one's good. Franz Wagner tonight up to double figures. He has 10. Paulo Banchero putting on a show. 23 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. 12 points each by Wendell Carter Jr. and Jalen Suggs. And then off the bench, 7 by Jamal Cain, 5 each by De Silva, Batadze, and Black. Goga Batadze has 4 blocks. And able to get the basketball back as they jam it down with authority with a two-handed flush. Wendell Carter Jr. with a rack attack for Orlando. 91-63. Multiple slam dunks in this game on the Magic. Brandon Miller outside off to LaMelo. Launches the three, cans the triple. And we will have a timeout taken on the floor. 2:46 left to go. Franz Wagner to shovel over to Wendell Carter Jr. It's been just that type of night for the Magic, as they have been able to rack up a plethora of slam dunks en route to facing the Pistons in round 1. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate all for joining and being a part here on the channel tonight. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA games. I'm going to be streaming a lot of games throughout the playoffs, so keep on coming back for future live streams here on the channel. If you guys didn't know, I'm actually a Celtics fan, but I do cover all different types of teams here. Whenever I can, I do cover the Celtics. Unfortunately, I'm actually away on vacation on Sunday traveling when the Celtics play their first game, so I won't be live on Sunday for the Celtics. I'm probably going to be live next at if I do have connection at the hotel tomorrow night between the Rockets and Lakers at 8:30. If I do have connection at the hotel to stream. If not, I'm not sure about Sunday either because we're out for most of the day. The game times are quite odd. If not, probably on Monday night. But I am hoping to cover Celtics game 2 on Tuesday night at 7 they play. Wow, total demolition tonight here, 91-66, and the Magic are shooting high percentage throughout the course of this game, 55% from the floor. Points in the paint been a major difference maker, 48-20, and then rebounds, 32-19. The Charlotte Hornets are top 5 in the league in rebounds per game, and tonight, not showing up on the glass. Failure to box out, having a difficult time picking up rebounds. Absolutely unfortunate that This has been the type of game that we've been treated to tonight. Wow, big out right on point there with his UConn prediction over Duke. I don't even know who won our bracket. Yeah, good question. A couple people did have Michigan in the bracket challenge. 91-66, and this is only the third quarter. We still have another quarter left to go. 2:40 left to play in the third. Desmond Bane on the floor alongside Jamal Cain, Wendell Carter Jr. Franz Wagner, who rolls down to the hoop, soars up, missed the layup, offensive rebound, tangled around between multiple defenders. He was contacted and fouled. So this is going to lead to 2 free throws coming up by Wagner. Kobe White picked up the loose ball foul. Franz Wagner with 11, shooting 2 shots. 5 for 6 tonight at the free throw line. First shot's good. Second free throw is good. LaMelo with possession past midcourt, defended by Jamal Cain. LaMelo, crossover, step back 3 in the air, gets the 3. 93-69. LaMelo works his way up now to 18, or he's got 21. So he's got 21 right now in the game for LaMelo, alongside 5 assists. The defense, though, nowhere to be found, especially the rim protection tonight for Charlotte. Yeah, I remember at the end of the stream I said major bracket buster for the Duke UConn stream. That took out so many brackets. Franz Wagner back to the free throw line. Charlotte again picks up another personal foul. And this game is dragging. 2 minutes left to go in the third. 9:45 p.m. at night. Tons of fouls. Tons of free throws. 27 personal fouls combined by Charlotte. This is the foul trouble numbers tonight. 4 personal fouls by Kobe White. 3 fouls each by 7 different players. Bridges, Diabate, Miller, Ball, Knipple, Grant Williams, Sion, James, all with 3 fouls. They have 27 personal fouls as a team. 23 for 31 by Orlando at the free throw line. Orlando with 22 personal fouls. It's insane. 49 committed fouls tonight between these two sides as LaMelo gets tripped up. There's a foul every 12-15 seconds. And free throws coming up here for LaMelo at the line. Man, this game is dragging. Yep, whoever wins this one takes on Detroit starting on Sunday. First free throw by LaMelo. That's good. Second free throw bounces in. LaMelo up to 24 currently. Minute 40 left to play in the third. Desmond Bane at the edge of the midcourt logo for the Magic. Dribbles up, drives inside. The key off-balance shot off the back rim, no good. Rebound secured by Grant Williams for Charlotte. LaMelo takes on Bane, drives on him, lost it, stole away. Bane collects the basketball in the backcourt as he gets fouled. And 2 free throws coming up here by Desmond Bane at the line. This is why you went out and got Desmond Bane. Tough guy. Able to play key defense. Strips LaMelo, collects the steal, plus gets fouled. Bad basketball by LaMelo. Desmond Bane hit the deck. All you had to do was get over him, tie him up. Instead, LaMelo reached in as Bane hit the floor with a steal, and LaMelo, guilty party, picks up his 4th personal foul. First free throw, good by Bane at the line. I've got the same thing, Alyssa. I've got Celtics Spurs in the championship. I mean, I might be quite biased because I am a Celtics fan, but I'm going to go with the Celtics, honestly. Based on their depth, there was no gap here this year. Jaylen Brown playing at an MVP level. Jason Tatum came back. Celtics look incredibly dangerous. The Spurs are 2-0 against the Celtics in the regular season, but San Antonio lacks playoff experience for them. Magic collects the steal. Lob over the top. Franz Wagner connects. Backdoor, able to soar up with his teammate and throw it down. It's Jamal Cain with a 2-handed slam. 98-71. Orlando with an early exclamation point right there off the strip. The steal. Desmond Bane diving for loose balls, and then Wagner. Couple alley-oop lobs to teammates tonight. Jamal Cain, an energy guy off the bench, able to put one through with a 2-hand flush. Missed off the back rim, long rebound secured by De Silva. Full court outlet pass ahead. Franz Wagner behind the defense. Jams it through with a 2-hand jam. 171 on Magic in this one, folks, as the Magic will take on the Pistons in the opening round. The Eastern Conference playoffs. Missed 3, bricked off the back rim by Charlotte. Rebound secured by Bane, and he will slow down the clock here. Edge in the midcourt logo for Desmond Bane. Towards his right off the dribble. Desmond Bane one-on-one takes on Kai Kanepo. Dribbles, drives, right down the lane inside. Gonna blocked by Diamante. Charlotte with possession, down by 29. Final seconds left to go in the third. Bridges, kick out, wing, up fake. Kanepo trades up a 3. They kick it out for a corner 3 off the back rim. No good. Missed by Bridges. Loose ball foul, charge to Charlotte. 1.4 in the timer. Transition defense tonight has been terrible for Charlotte. I've never seen a team lack getting back defensively. I'm completely baffled by what this Charlotte team came out and played like tonight. Stunning. This Charlotte team had multiple chances to be a number 6 seed or a number 5 seed. They were 15-2 after they beat the Celtics in a 17-game stretch in early March. And during that stream, they got up to, I believe, the number 9 spot in the East. And I was telling people on the stream at the time, hey, they're 2 games behind Philadelphia, 2 games behind Detroit. They get a real good chance to surpass those teams in the playoffs between them and the Red Hot Hawks. The Hawks did their job. The Hawks are a 6 seed. The Hornets played with their food the final month of the season. 6-4 in their last 10 games coming in. Just that number is just not good enough for a team that needed to get themselves inside the top 6. Full court shot well short at the buzzer. We close out at the end of the third quarter. 102-71. This game taken an eternity to finish up tonight. Paulo Banchero, a poster slam over Musa Diabate in the quarter. Multiple alley-oop dunks. Jamal Cain had an alley-oop assisted by Franz Wagner. Tonight belongs to the Orlando Magic. 102-71. It's only the end of the third quarter. Still got another quarter coming up, folks, as we'll be back in a couple moments. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the B-Tab brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Right now we're in a timeout. Paulo Banchero, big time tonight for him in the bright lights. He's got 23 points, 9 for 15 shooting, alongside 6 assists, 4 rebounds, a steal, and a block. Franz Wagner with 16, 14 by Wendell Carter. Desmond Bane with 11, 12 by Jalen Suggs with 5 assists, 5 rebounds. Off the bench, Jamal Cain with 9. 7 by Batadze. He has 4 blocks. Anthony Black with 5. Tristan Da Silva with 5. Wow. Just all out. Just a clinic. But a Magic tonight out in full display. Yeah, one of the things, if there's like a major blowout in the fourth quarter, I wish there could be like a running clock implemented. I don't think it will ever happen in the NBA because we're seeing like 20, 25-point comebacks nowadays in the NBA because of the evolution of the three-point shot. But, I mean, at the lower levels, like, I would like to see that in like high school basketball, even college. Actually, college is tough because they play 2 halves, so it wouldn't happen in college. And also, the college teams rely upon the net ranking system too, which takes into account margin of victory. But at the high school level, they should probably start up, like, if they haven't done so already in states, like they do for football. They do it in my state. They do a running clock when one team is up by, I think it's like 35 or 40 points. They go into a running clock at the start of the second half of the fourth quarter. They'll do a running clock. I think they should do that for basketball. If, like, one team is up by 30 going into, like, the last quarter for basketball, more so at the high school level. I don't think it's going to happen in the NBA. They should probably do it in the NBA. If one team's up by like 50, should probably do like a running clock or something like that. Basket's good down low. The Magic able to score with Franz Wagner. This game has been a demolition tonight. 33-point margin. Kalkbrenner missed off the rim. A rebound secured by Bane for the Magic. Joseph, thanks for joining in. Your Magic looking incredible tonight. Offensive foul, though, charged here by Orlando. As Charlotte will have the basketball back. It's on Jalen Suggs, who picks up the personal. If you enjoyed the stream tonight, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well to be notified for future live streams. Yeah, an illegal screen charge to Suggs. Yeah, a lot of great stuff down in that area towards Orlando. You guys got Disney, Universal. Actually, one of my cousins lives out in that area. She used to work at Disney for quite a while. Really nice area. I've been to Disney a couple times. Under 11 minutes left to go. Bane takes the three off the back rim, no good. Tipped up on the rebound as Josh Green tracks it down for the Hornets. Yeah, too much time's coming off the clock for the Hornets in this game. Kobe White's out of control, turns it over. That's this game in a nutshell. Kobe White should have just laid it up and in. He had a straight line dribble drive penetration to the rim. Instead, decides to go up into a layup motion and make a pass to the corner, and the pass wasn't even close. Sailed out of bounds to the baseline. Anthony Black on the floor alongside Batadze, Da Silva, Bane, and Wagner. Seems like there's a foul every 10 seconds in this game as the Hornets commit another one. It's now 30 personal fouls by Charlotte. That's terrible. 30 personal fouls by the Hornets tonight. 24 by the Magic. We've got 54 combined fouls. Art, welcome in. Just this one game tonight I'll be covering. Yeah, I usually just take the earlier game because I'm from Massachusetts, so I'm on Eastern Standard Time where I'm from, so Boston, New York time. The other game's late at night tonight. Batadze off the double kick out, corner three, a Black off the back rim, no good. Sion James records the defensive rebound. Yeah, there's never been a 33-point comeback before. And Bridges will shoot two at the line. There's been nothing going on tonight out of the Hornets. They look completely out of this game right from the start. There's been no momentum. Let's see. Largest comebacks in NBA history. 36-point deficit by the Utah Jazz over the Denver Nuggets. It was 70-34 that Utah trailed. They came back and they won 107-103. 35-point comeback in 2009. The Sacramento Kings over the Chicago Bulls. Kings overcame a 79-44 deficit. 2022, we'll leave it up to the Wizards as the Clippers came back and beat the Wizards. The Clippers were down by 35, came back and beat the Wizards. And then the Celtics, the game that Jason Tatum scored 50 back in 2021 over the Spurs. Celtics trailed by 32, came back and won in overtime. But right now, nothing clicking for Charlotte tonight. Just zero traction at all. Yeah. Correct. Let's see. Largest comeback in the NBA playoffs. 31. 31-point comeback. 2019. LA Clippers over the Golden State Warriors. Clippers trail 94-63 in the third quarter. 31-point deficit. Clippers beat the Warriors by 4. 135-131. Wow, Lou Williams. These two guys were the sixth man of the year candidates in the bubble for the Clippers. Lou Williams, 36 points, 11 assists. Montrezl Harrell, 25 points, perfect, 9 for 9 shooting. Wow, what happened to those guys? Holy smokes. Yeah, those guys were the top two six-man of the year candidates in 2020. In 2020. They completely, after that six-man of the year, for both of those guys, they completely fell off a cliff. Yeah, thanks for joining in. Art out from Dorchester. Glad to have you in the stream, bud. Inside, Bridges sneaks his way. Missed off the back rim as Bane controls the defensive rebounds. Yeah, so I'm actually from Mass myself. I'm from southeastern Mass, kind of just outside of Providence, where I'm from. Paulo Banchero still on the floor. 9 minutes left to play as he attacks inside the paint, goes up, draws the foul. 2 free throws covered up for Banchero. Second largest comeback was the Supersonics over the Lakers. 29-point comeback, 1989. Clippers came back from 27 in the playoffs, beat the Grizzlies in 2012. Oh, I remember covering this game on stream. That was a great series. The Grizzlies and the T-Wolves, a 26-point comeback in 2022. Yeah, I remember streaming that game. I want to see what else happened this decade. There's a couple other ones that were listed in this decade. Yep, Memphis Grizzlies came back, beat the T-Wolves 104-95 on April 21st, 2022. That was a tale of completely different halves. I remember that game streaming it. It was Minnesota raced out to an enormous lead. They got up by 26 in the first half, and then in the second half, they just completely flamed out. 9 minutes left to go here. Here's the ultimate choke one. 26-point comeback by the Hawks over the Sixers, June 16, 2021. The game that Ben Simmons got hacked at the free throw line, didn't want to lay in the ball, instead gave it up to his teammate, and made a pass underneath the hoop, and that basically led to the ultimate choke. And then Doc Rivers went directly after Ben Simmons in the post-game press conference. In transition, Magic scored a 2. They've been doing that all game long. Desmond Bane, an easy layup. De Silva took a shot to Kobe. De Silva took a shot to Kobe. Kobe White took a shot to De Silva. The back end of the play. 106-73, 8.5 left to play. Sion James circles back out to the perimeter. Sion. Stripped going up, turns it over. He's out of the play. Numbers up the floor to 5 and 4 for Orlando. Banchero lost it off the double, stolen by Kalkbrenner. Clippers came back and beat the Jazz, trailing by 9 in the 2021 playoffs. Missed 3 by Sion James, rebound by Bane. Loose ball foul on the floor, charged to Orlando. Yeah, Providence picking up a bunch of transfers. So you got one player from San Diego State. They got a guy from Buffalo a couple days ago, and I heard they have another transfer today that they just got. That whole team's basically transfers. And that's expected when you have a new coach. Building good culture over there. Layup's good by Kobe White. Three-point shot bricked off the back rim, missed by Black. Rebound secured by Josh Green. If you guys enjoy the stream, make sure to keep on hitting the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Kick out, corner, 3, Sion James buries it. Got some bench guys right now on the floor for Charlotte. So, yeah, they've put their bench in. Number 31, Tan Salon was the player who recorded the assist off to the corner 3 by James. Hand off to Paulo. Paulo rises for a deep 2 jumper off the mark. No good. Tipped and shoved back in for the putback slam. Wendell Carter Jr. able to attack the rack with authority. Another exclamation point on this game. There was a late exclamation in the third quarter. That's basically the double exclamation point for tonight. It's going to be Orlando versus Detroit coming up in round 1. So Orlando will get the 8th seed out of the Eastern Conference. And for Charlotte, going to have to wait another year to see if they make the playoffs. Largest playoff drought in the NBA, still intact since 2016. 108-78. Domination tonight by Orlando. 54-22 points in the paint. I mean, they're just shredding this Charlotte defense all night long. Points off fast break, 20-5. There's been zero resistance defensively at the rim by the Hornets. Like, the Magic have made it look so easy because there's just nothing there to stop the big guys from the Magic from scoring. If you enjoy the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Make sure to ring the notification bell so you do know when I do go live for my next stream. I am going away tomorrow on vacation for a couple of days out in Western Mass in Connecticut. I'm planning to bring my laptop. If I do stream, it would most likely be the game at night well, if I do stream tomorrow, it would definitely be the game at night between the Lakers and the Rockets because the other games are on Amazon Prime. I doubt that the hotel would have Amazon Prime available, and only televised game tomorrow that's on like a national network is ABC. Um, Sunday is more trickier because I'm traveling throughout most of the day on Sunday, doing a lot of stuff out out in Connecticut, so probably not. But once I get back on Monday, let's see here. I'm hoping I should be back in time from Connecticut on Monday night to cover. Oh yeah, definitely by 8. Yeah, I plan to do Knicks against Hawks 8 o'clock on Monday, and then I'm hoping to stream Celtics Sixers on Tuesday night. Yeah, this is my last week for the college games too, for like a large chunk of the college games. So I got 4 games this week for the college games. I have lacrosse Wednesday, softball Friday, lacrosse Saturday, baseball Sunday next week. And then after next week, it's just 2 more games. It's like basically like 5 straight days off with no games. And then it's the Saturday and the Sunday the following week at the beginning of May. It's softball and then baseball. That wraps up the regular season. And then if any teams make it to the playoffs, then I get put on to cover playoff games, but I'm not sure because it depends on if they're seeded high enough to host the teams that I broadcast for. I'm pretty sure the overtime game that I covered between the Hornets and the Heat was like almost done by this time. Same start time, but yeah, we had a combined 32 fouls charged to Charlotte, 29 fouls on the Magic. 6:37 left to play. Like, this game has just been littered with fouls that it's dragged on and on and on. Yeah, vacation capital out in the word for Orlando. Seems like the Hornets completely got involved in the attractions out in Orlando and forgot to prep for this game. Missed 3 at the wing by Sion James. A rebound secured by Desmond Bane. Tonight from Melo, he has made 3 threes. 3 for 8 from 3. 7 for 17 from the floor. 23 points for LaMelo. Wendell Carter on top finds Bane, dribbles, drives, attacks the paint, scores the layup. Desmond Bane works his way up to 13 tonight. Entire starting 5 in double figures for Orlando. It's been like that for a long time. Xavier Tillman, former Celtic, on the floor right now for the Hornets. Corner 3 missed off the mark by Josh Green. The rebound secured by Carter. And Orlando Alberta timeouts as they are ready to get their bench into this matchup. It's going to be Magic against Pistons in round 1 in the playoffs. Orlando going to substitute their starting lineup out to get their bench guys into the game. Just amazing game by Orlando. Their backs against the wall, and they show up in a major way tonight. What's good? James in the stream, welcome in. Yep, Orlando is going to win this game, and they're going to face the Pistons in round one. Yeah, Magic looked like they called a timeout so they could substitute their starters out. This game has not been close right from the start. If you're just joining in, Orlando has led 96% of this game. Charlotte has led 1%. Just total domination. 56-22 points in the paint, 43-28 in rebounds. Just this Hornets team is just not ready. Not ready for this moment just yet. Hey, what's good, Michael? Thanks for joining in. Glad to have you back in the stream, bud. It's actually a graphic on the TV that just said no lead is safe. Yeah, well, that slogan did not do too well during this game. Magic just raced out to a lead. It was briefly Charlotte held like a 1-point lead like in the first minute or so, and that was it. Yeah, that was it. 35-point lead at one point by Orlando. There was never any sort of comeback moment in Charlotte tonight. This game was crazy choppy. Yeah, I agree. Jay Ramirez put out earlier that they need an enforcer. Yeah, I thought that Grant Williams would be that type of dude. He has fallen off the cliff for him. I remember 4 years ago, he was drilling threes in the Game 7 against Milwaukee and saved the Celtics season. 110-78 as we approach the 5.5-minute mark left to go. Franz Wagner is still on the floor. He's a starter. Or check that. Beg my pardon. That's his brother, Mo. 21. 21's on the floor, not 22. So that's Mo Wagner on the court right now. Orlando won the timer. They attack the paint, missed the layup. Tillman controls the defensive rebound for Charlotte. Yeah, so Mo Wagner's on the floor. Franz is on the bench. Carlio. Nice bullet pass down low, finding Pat Connaughton with a layup. Noah Penda, a rookie for Orlando, scores his first playoff minutes up and in off the backboard. Anthony Black on the floor alongside Noah Penda, number 11, Jace Richardson, another rookie on a Michigan State. Jet Howard in his second season on a Michigan on the floor. Salon getting to the rim, drawing the shooting foul. 2 shots coming up by Charlotte at the line. Let's see, 112-80. 192. Yeah. I believe it's going to be less than 220. Should be less than 220. I know these bench players are going to play it out, but if you're the Magic, their bench guy's going to play it out probably. Offensive rebound by Saloon. Deep range 3 off the pull-up, missed by Charlotte. Rebound controlled by Jace Richardson for the Magic. I thought that they would just use some clock. That's recommended, get to the next round. But these guys are also playing for their bench minutes in the next game. As Anthony Black, quality game off the bench for him during the last one, gets himself up to 9 points tonight. LaMelo's on the bench, so it's all reserves right now on the floor. It's all the bench guys. Connaughton, kick out corner. Saloon buries the 3. Down to 4 minutes left to go. Anthony Black sends it on top, teeing up a 3 around the rim and out. Misfired was Orlando. Rebound secured by Connaughton. Final 4 minutes of the season for Charlotte. To John Saloon. Spin cycle inside the paint. Kick out corner. Xavier Tillman Off the baseline dribble a couple of years ago, a starter in Memphis before getting traded to Boston as Tillman scores the 2 and then completely out of the rotation when he played for the Celtics, and here at Charlotte even further out of the rotation. Anthony Black running the points. Slides it off to Jet Howard. Howard bobbled it, lost it. Saloon up the floor, finds his teammate, who skies up and puts it in. Number 33, Liam McNeely, rookie at UConn. Yeah, they could have used some of these guys tonight. Could have benched the starters, brought in some energy with the reserves. See if that could have gotten the change out of their team tonight in this game. Jumper, no good off the back rim, misfired by Orlando. We're under 3 minutes left to go. That was missed by Jace Richardson. Connaughton, kick out corner, McNeely, extra pass. Charlotte, no good. Halfway down to the 3, rattled out, missed by number 23. And behind the defense, it's a slam. But a Magic, Noah Penda, able to shut the door. That was Trey Mann, the one who just missed the 3 previous to the Penda slam dunk in the full court outlet. 116-88, 2:23 left to go in the fourth quarter. Orlando, start to finish, total domination over the Hornets tonight. Anthony Black will check out now. Trey Mann at the free throw line for Charlotte. First one's good. Hey, what's good? Glad to have you back in. We got Edit on the stream. Welcome back in, bud. Jesse, thanks for joining in. Yeah, my apologies. Somebody asked me if it was going to go over or under. Honestly, I thought it was going to go under. That the Magic would just slow down tempo, use the entire shot clock, but once they had their reserves check in on the floor, they're going fast up the floor. And it's been a lot of possessions ever since. So this is probably looking like it's going over right now, especially with the shot making we got. 3-point shot gets drilled by Orlando. 2 minutes left to play. Up fake, man, outside, Connaughton fires a 3 off the mark. Tip to Mo Wagner as he secures the defensive rebound. Mo Wagner, near side wing, into the hands to Jace Richardson. Lob to Mo Wagner. Under 1:40 left to play, surrounded by defenders. Outside extra pass, dribble, drive, attacking the paint, dump off down low to number 2. Javon Carter had that ball broken up out of bounds. I might be live tomorrow. Edit. I'm actually on vacation tomorrow, Sunday, and early Monday, so it depends on if the hotel has that channel and if by the time we get in, if I'm available to do so. So I might be live tomorrow for Lakers Rockets. I'm out during the course of the day. The hotel would not have Amazon Prime, so that's the only option I would have would be ABC. Probably no stream on Sunday for me because we're out throughout most of the day on Sunday. The game times are quite odd on Sunday, but if I'm not live tomorrow, then I'm hoping to be back live on Monday covering Knicks Hawks at 8, and then I definitely will be live for Celtics Philly on Tuesday at 7. Under 50 seconds left to play. That's way off the mark. Missed by Saloon. Outlet pass Orlando. Deflected off the top of the fingertips of Trey Mann. Orlando got it, and they scored it with Richardson. Domination in this matchup all throughout the course of the night. We're down to 30 seconds left to go. Why isn't LaMelo playing? Well, if you look at the score, it's a 31-point blowout with under 30 seconds left to play. So for the Charlotte Hornets, they'll get ready for the NBA draft. They'll get ready for next season, and hopefully they'll see if they can put together a better year. It was an excellent second half of the regular season for Charlotte, but tonight things just came crumbling down. Orlando, big time in this matchup for the Magic. The Magic dominated the interior 64-28. Points in the paint for Orlando. Rebounds 49-34. 50% from the floor. Orlando went into halftime shooting 70% from two. Paulo Banchero, big time tonight, finished with 25. 18 by Franz Wagner. 16 by Wendell Carter Jr., 13 by Bain, 12 by Suggs. Off the bench, Batadze had 4 blocks. Massive, massive victory for Orlando. They win by 31. 121-90 the final score. The Magic appear their third straight playoffs, and they will secure the number 8 seed, and they'll advance to take on the 1 seed Pistons in the opening round, which starts on Sunday. Thanks all for joining in and being a part here on the stream tonight. Before I do sign off, hit the thumbs up, smash the like, hit the subscribe, or ring the notification bell as well. I am away tomorrow on vacation, also Sunday and early Monday. I am bringing my equipment to the hotel. If I am live, it would probably be Lakers, Rockets tomorrow. And then once I get back, I'm hoping to cover Knicks, Hawks on Monday, Celtics, Sixers on Tuesday. Michael with a dono. Let's get that dono hype out here from Michael. First ever super chat on the live stream from Michael. You the legend, man. Thanks so much, brother. Let's get that dono hype out here on the stream from Michael. 31-point win for Orlando. Congratulations to the Magic as they will advance playing the first round against the Pistons. And I get Cooper Flagg to win Rookie of the Year. And we will sign off here in just a moment. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live stream. If anybody's interested in becoming a channel member, it's as low as $1.99 a month to become a channel member. I just pinned that link in the chat. It's in the chat right now. It's also in the description of every single one of my videos if anybody's interested in ever being a channel member. $1.99 per month. All channel members get a shout out at the end of every single one of my live streams. As we have Jason, John, Michael, Bradley, Joe, Lonely Satellite, Warren the Naija player, Norma, Kelly, Okie, Russell, Rydog, Astros fan for life, All in the Prowl, I am Ghost, Ian, Edith, SGA Sports Talk, Elaine, Kilo Pitts, Yvonne, and O Timera. Thanks for joining in tonight. Be a part of the stream. Orlando decimates Charlotte. This game was not even close. Orlando picks up a 31-point victory, 121-90, the final score. Thanks all for joining in tonight, and enjoy the rest of your Friday night.